EBERRON.
That's the name.
Last time on EBERRON, Liberté did, I don't know, a whole bunch of shit.
Nick's not feeling it today.
Schmupton tracked down the Onyx Defender from the prophecy she was assigned to investigate, which turned out to be a black dragonborn by the name of Najmexia Irifane, working as an artificer, and inquired about her father, which was what he was supposed to do, learning some strange information that appeared to hint at the existence of a Cold Sun Federation, some sort of group of lizard folk out in Kabara. Some other stuff happened. Jain investigated, with the help of Grand, some of her backstory stuff, looking into old Sunavash and where this individual might have gone aboard a mysterious ship. Jain broke into the ship, burgled the captain's quarters and leapt out the window, making off with a strange ledger, a weird crystal, and a ring that certainly does something. Who else exists? Peppy did some research about ways to get to the mountains. Dirk
helped.
Oh yeah, Dirk helped Schmupton with the tyrants. And Vothnak read book and purchase ingredient for pie. This concludes the things that people did, I think, for the most part. Where we pick up, it is like a little past the middle of the day on the 3rd of Olaroon. Jain and Grand have just left Miller's, where they delivered their intel. Anything else anybody wants to do today?
Maybe I should hide.
Hide?
Maybe?
Where do you want to hide?
I don't know where I'm going to hide.
Well, I don't know where you live.
They have my name, and they have what I look like.
Yeah, but it's a very big city. I think as long as we don't go back to the Grey Docks, Grey Islands, whatever.
Grey
As
Flood.
long as we, yeah, as long as we don't go back there. As long as we don't go back there, we should be. Thank.
Maybe.
Well,
I'm gonna sit with this ring on for a while.
Oh, yeah,
you want to
figure out
attune to the
shit
ring?
he
You want
stole.
to try to attune to this mystical ring?
I guess, in a meta sense, yeah. I don't think
Wasn't there-
Jain
oh,
knows
wait.
how attunement works, but
No.
There was the ring you got, and there was the gem, and that was it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
Jim doesn't need the attunement, I guess.
Jim doesn't like anybody but you.
I guess. I mean, I think Jim probably liked Char.
Okay, maybe it's more likely that Jim doesn't like Ron.
So
That might be the case.
you spend an hour
don't
attuning to
know.
this ring. At the conclusion of this hour, you know what it is, because it is magical.
Oh, okay.
This ring is a ring of arming.
How many arms does it give me?
It gives you 6 more.
Good question.
Nice.
You just have 6 arms now. You can't take it off. The ring, I can't find the description I wrote down in it, so I'm just going to tell you what it does. It is attunement. When you activate it as an action, you can either store your outfit or armor and weapons in the ring, or take out what's in the ring and immediately don it.
One door, two.
Or swap.
Dawn.
Or, like, swap.
Does anyone don or doff armor very frequently?
And you are aware there's something in there.
Oh. What if it doesn't fit me? I have to put it on.
You have no choice.
That's the only way I can take it out is by putting it on.
You have absolutely no choice.
What if it doesn't fit me?
Why
It's
wasn't the
too
glaive
small.
arm?
What if it's a shirt for ants? Okay,
Why wasn't the glaive in the arm? That's crazy.
well, it's only like a shirt-shaped objects, maybe. Don't
You can-
know.
You can store weapons in there as well, but the glaive was not stored in there for some reason.
Oh well.
Maybe he has another weapon in it.
Okay. I put it on.
Sophie, what
I
did I
used
tell
the
you?
swap. I used the swap. One.
Alright, so you swap the clothes. Shoof. And incredibly, this armor seems to almost like map to your body. It just fits. Shoof. You can feel it adjust as it appears on your body. It's
I
this
hate, oh gosh. Okay.
It's this sort of strange, almost like leather type armor, but not quite. It's reinforced with these sort of bands of shining, almost mirror-like crystal metal type stuff, the same stuff that the blade on the glaive was made out of. And it's studded around the shoulder blades and around sort of like where the waist is and the knee pads and the elbow pads with these very, very small, like, crystal studs of this white crystal that sort of reflect the light. And it's covered in these, like, intricate designs of... You're not sure what, just sort of like strange designs, and it's very fancy, and it fits. It's not your style really, but it fits. It feels like it like auto adjusted to you, which indicates it's probably magic.
So is it like a cat suit kind of thing, or?
It's kind of like leather armor visually, but with these sort of metal crystal enhancements and these gleaming crystal studs.
And it's magical. Can I tell what the crystals are?
They look to be... You're not sure exactly what they are, but they look to be of the same kind as the crystal that you saw on the altar in the captain's quarters.
Oh. The light bulb.
The light bulb, yeah.
Covered in light bulb.
Yeah, they're not like... These
No.
ones aren't like luminescent like that crystal was, but they sort of... They catch the light when you move.
Oh, okay. Does it look like official or something? Like...
It doesn't look like slapdash. It looks, I mean, you've never seen any armor like this before. It's hard to say if it's official, but it's very, very intricately crafted.
Huh. And it looks pretty specific.
Yeah. It does not resemble any descriptions of, like, what you have heard that Sunavash was wearing by any description,
No.
but it's
No.
certainly fancy.
Stole the man's fancy clothes.
It's like a fancy rogue outfit.
Yeah, you got studs, but it's crystal studs.
Yeah. Well, okay, jeez. Is that spaghetti? No. Okay. Oh, yeah, I don't have a spell that would tell me anything. That's fine.
I think Peppy does.
Yeah, I think our wizard can help me.
What do you need?
I need a wizard.
Wizard!
Wizard.
I need a wizard.
What do you need a wizard for? Where are you right now?
I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. Maybe somewhere near Miller's, or maybe I went home. One of those two.
By home, do you mean the apartment or? Oh wait, no. Never mind. I can't spell that.
I will probably go to the apartment to see if I can find Peppy.
Okay. So, you head off to the apartment. Peppy, you at the apartment?
Yes.
Peppy's at the apartment as it happens.
It's just
How
so
about that,
happened,
Jake?
you know?
How about that?
You never know.
Flexing his toes. Okay.
Oh, hey, Jane, how you doing?
Hi, Peppy.
He's like sitting in a chair, staring at the ceiling.
Oh.
I do this for fun sometimes.
Ah.
You should try it. What's going on?
So, I found some magical stuff.
Ooh, let me see.
Well, first there's this ring that makes, my outfit turn into a very specific looking outfit. Because that specific looking outfit is stored inside of it. And also I got this, oh yeah, and I got this big gem. Hold it. Hold it. I put it in his hand. Hold it.
Oh, how much does it weigh?
It's relatively light. It weighs maybe as much as, I don't know,
Could it be a paperweight, maybe?
like an apple.
An apple? Jesus Christ, this is the... Oh my... Jane,
That's
where did you
lighter than a
get
paperweight.
this?
Oh, gosh,
How
I
did
guess
you
I
just
should
get
have.
a gem the
I
size
guess I
of
should have
this?
started at the beginning, huh?
This is a norm... This is the large...
She
Jane?
stole it.
Jane?
Yeah,
Ron,
no,
I
hold
don't want
on,
to hear
hold
this
on.
right now. Jane, this
Yeah,
is the
let me
largest
start.
gemstone I've ever seen in my life. How did you
Yeah,
get this?
yeah.
You need
Yeah,
to
no,
tell me.
I
It's not
should
the
have started
si-
from the beginning.
It's not the size of an apple. It
Okay.
weighs about as much as an apple.
This is the densest gemstone I've ever held in my
It's-
life. Explain
it's,
yourself, Jane.
It's like, it's probably... I may have overstated its size, but it's about palm sized. It's still pretty
This
big.
is a large gemstone, Jane.
Okay,
Where'd
so
you
that's
get it?
easier to fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
The grapefruit.
Yeah, no,
It's the,
I think
Comic-
before it was hand
comic
it's
size.
the size of a beach ball.
Yeah.
50 pounds.
This is low key. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm sorry. I should have started from the beginning. Okay. So I went to see Mr. Miller earlier today, and he told me
Oh,
I
Jain,
thought
your voice
some-
cut out. I didn't hear you.
Da, 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 da.
There you go.
Okay. So, he was like, "Oh no, I'm scared to move forward, essentially, because I talked to this guy on the docks. That was the last time that we saw the person that you're looking for, the person named Sunavaj, and he said, no, I don't know anybody, ever, and he couldn't get anything out of him, and then so I went there, and I talked to him, and he was also like, I'd never seen a person before. And he walked away from me. And so, and like, it really seemed, I mean, like, he was obviously lying to me. So, and Miller had said something to the effect of like, I'm too old to go sneak on his boat. Bless you. And I'm like, I'm not. I don't even know how old I am. So, I snuck onto his boat to find out what the crap actually happened because he's keeping this information from me, and this is information about me that I have a right to know, and he's keeping it from me, and I think that's very selfish. So I went on there, and I looked, and I also got, so I found his ledger, but then there was also like this chest in there, and I'm like, more clues? And I opened it, and I looked in there, and do you feel anything from that gem, by the way?
Let me see.
It just feels like a gem.
It feels like a rock.
Okay, see, when I hold it in my hand, it gives me brain tickles.
Jain, are you okay?
So I held it in my hand, so I found that in a chest, and I held it in my hand, and it gave me brain tickles, and I understood everything.
I hover the gem over her hand. I'm like, you want to hold it for a second and see if it does it again?
Yeah.
I plop it into her hand.
You immediately feel that tingle pass through your body and that sharpening of your senses. Everything feels like it's just a little more attuned.
Getting brain tickles, and I feel like I understand everything.
I grab it from her hand very quickly. Okay, I don't think that's... Are emeralds supposed to do this?
No, it's more olive colored.
Yeah. It's not quite emerald
no rocks.
color.
Wow.
I haven't taken geography yet.
Yeah.
Jain,
Geography.
this is a
Yeah.
pear.
Geology.
There
I'm
we
not smart.
I thought you did that on purpose.
Yeah. You'd like you to believe that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a funny joke.
Wait.
Anyway,
so Jain,
I
you're
heard
telling...
him coming down the stairs or whatever, being like, "Time to come back to my office," as you do. And that door was the only door leading into there, and I couldn't sneak out, and I didn't want to get in trouble, so I made myself get in trouble, and I jumped out the window.
Jain, it's been like 12 hours since we last saw you. And this all happened in that sort of period?
I mean, like, we all split off, and, like, I mean, I didn't know that was gonna happen either. I just thought I'd go to Miller and find out some good stuff to learn, but, it just so happened that Miller was like, I have a quest for you. Or more like, you're gonna have to do this yourself.
So you said every time you touch this, you feel, quote, brain tingles. And everything, you feel like you know everything?
No, it feels like, I don't know, my, like, mental acuity or something. Like, I feel sharper.
Would I have heard anything about that, like, anything like this?
Make an Arcana check.
Sure. Like, does this sound like a medical thing, or... Oh, I fucked that up. Oh.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, Jane, I'm sorry. I'm not specialized in whatever this is. I have no clue. But
What about this weird outfit? Hold on, I'm gonna show you the weird outfit really
is it like a
quick.
dress? Like, what are you talking about?
It's like a fancy outfit. Hold on, I'll show you. And I cough and just like that, and you know, I'll switch it, I rotate it a quarter of the way clockwise.
Jain is suddenly attired in this intricate leather armor studded with those gems and banded with that weird, almost mirror-like crystal metal stuff.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
tired.
Holy moly. Look at that. What are those? Little rocks.
These little rocks, there's like crazos on it.
More geography.
I knock the gemstone on some of the crystal stuff.
It's geography stuff. You wouldn't
It goes
understand.
ting, ting.
It goes ting ting. Well, Jane, I have no idea what this is, but it's quite cool, and it could be very useful in combat. I think so.
So the captain guy, he was from Adar. I could tell he was from Adar, which is a nation next to Riedra.
Adar, more like a duh. He's from Adar.
Yeah, for real. I mean, like, the writing was on the wall. So I don't know. Maybe this is like Adar Leather Club or something. I don't know.
I like to hope that's
more
for
than
combat, but
It's more than a couple blocks down.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's quite. I
Probably.
think it's a few more blocks than that. But yeah, so oh well, I guess. I don't.
you know what we
Where-
could do?
What's up?
What we could do? I know some people up in Moorgrave that might be able to take a look at this rock and maybe the armor. It's sort of out of my wheelhouse, but I might be able to find someone who knows someone who knows someone.
Okay.
It's a big school, almost a city. It is a big city.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, both are true. So
I'm right. I'm smart.
yeah. Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
And if that doesn't work out, hey Dirk, do you know a fence who likes rocks?
Probably. Whoa, wrong part. Probably.
Weird voice. But so yeah, if that doesn't work out, we could probably sell this.
The rock?
Yeah.
The rock makes me smart.
Okay, Jane. Let's go see if we can find a professor.
Yeah.
Just as you go into the door the door is barged open.
Oh no, there's a barge in the door.
Vothnak is trying to squeeze a food cart he rented through the door, stacked with ingredients.
It's screeching with the effort.
Beetroot.
Vothnak, I think those are meant to be stored outside.
Oh,
Do we have a safe place we can store this outside? Maybe on the balcony?
maybe.
Put the air fryer on the ground so there's room for everything.
Air fryers are like this big.
I still do it.
They're not very large appliances.
Yeah, all these
It's not like a refrigerator.
These
I
men
put
have never
the air
seen an
fryer
air
on the
fryer.
ground.
Listen, the people you're speaking to right now only know the air fryer through an obscure meme. They have never seen an air fryer in their lives.
Clearly, you do not own an air fryer.
Excuse me, I own an air fryer. I
want a
tend to
hair
use
dryer.
the air fryer as a ram to get the cart through the doorway.
It's
You're still trying to get it inside.
ineffective.
Whoa.
Is it clear, like the geometry of it? It will not,
It's not gonna
fit
fit.
no matter what.
It's not gonna.
Let's store it on the balcony.
Now,
no.
do
No,
I
all
have
you-
enlarge reduce?
I was about
Hold
to
on.
suggest that.
Hold on. Hold
Yeah,
on.
for an hour.
Well, let's get it through the doorway, then bring it back to get small.
Oh, I do
And
not
then you
have
gotta
enlarge
cast it
reduce.
again to get it out.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Schmumpton!
I have enlarge reduce.
Schmumpton, wake up!
Jane has enlarged reduce.
I do.
Jane, you know geology.
I think
No,
it's geography,
geography.
but yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, but you noticed all of my rocks. Thanks.
There's a very big rock.
I walk into Schmupton's room. Is she asleep?
Upton's not there. She's hanging out with that other dragon.
Bird, are you a fucking madman? You just walk into somebody's room to see if they're there? Just like, hey, you
Knock.
sleep? Hello?
Knock first.
She's gonna be tinkering with heart.
Peppy,
I'm pretty sure
Peppy
Schmupton
throws
knows
wide the
geography
door
is-
and sees
Door
Schmupton and
open or
Judge
closed?
engaged in unspeakable things.
Cloven
Yes,
or
sir.
hosed? Door cloven or hosed?
Hmm.
Wait, do you have that prepared? Enlarged reduce?
I was checking to see if Schmupton did because I don't actually have it on my list. I thought I did, but
I was asking Jane.
oh, I'm sorry.
I have it. I'm a sorcerer. I don't need to prep her.
Swag. Forgot.
Oh, won't fit.
Okay, so I cast enlarge on it. Are you kidding?
Now it really won't fit.
I cast reduce.
It immediately shrinks to a manageable size.
Jane,
Look how manageable this size is.
magic make manageable.
Mm-hmm.
I push the cart through the doorway, and I also pick up and scoop out all the ingredients that fell out when it shrunk.
Yeah,
Get it in
they
there.
splattered all over the floor.
Okay, now to get to work.
What are you working?
Vothnack's food cart for Gala.
Oh.
What are you gonna make?
Pies, bread, some drone thing.
Are you gonna do tarts? Are there gonna be tarts?
What tart?
Like it's like this. I hold my hand into a cup. Like this.
Can do that.
It's like a little thing. It's like a tiny pie, but without a top.
Bread cup.
Yeah, it's like bread cup, and it's got like sweet fruit in it, or like it could be also like, could it be cheese? They're sweet. Ignore
Is-
those fruit.
Kind of like drone food. Bird stuffed with grass and spice.
So did the bird eat the grass while it was living?
Mm.
And
Sometimes that usually have thing other than grass though. Usually have bird eat rocks and grass to make grass soft and then put maybe vegetable in there. Maybe fruit.
Then, you just say bird eat rock?
Hmm.
Are those the birds who are tired of flying and just like they're like, I'm so sick of flying. I'm gonna eat these rocks so that I'm too heavy to fly.
Never asked a bird why.
I think if I were a bird, that's why I would eat rocks.
Well,
I pull a chicken out of the food cart.
this bird
Jane Bird has no need for the piteous gizzard.
this chicken never fly again because of rock. Now Vothnak smarter because of Jain.
I reel it in there. And I put the food cart in the kitchen, all the ingredients. Get that shit in the desk on the counter. Get the air fryer ready.
Make sure there's enough room for it to exist in its regular size wherever you're storing it.
Oh, when does it go back? Okay.
1 minute.
Oh,
It re-enlarges and everything flies everywhere again.
Yay. I thought it was
Oh.
longer.
how silly.
You You guys make quite a mess.
Oh, also,
I fish out like a big cloth, and I just put that on the table, the center table.
this going be big sign on side of cart. Can't write in common, so maybe later we work together to make a good sign. Okay.
I turn back and I'm already tearing the bird shoving rocks into the bird.
Spicy rock.
I do sprinkle
Do those
sprinkles
do
in.
those soften when you cook them or something?
Rocks add texture.
I mean, it's true. I've walked on gravel before.
That's texture.
Yeah, that's texture you can feel, hear. If you fall down, taste.
Fear.
It's texture you can fear if you've learned to.
I put the bird in the air fryer.
Is it
I
live?
still don't know how to turn it on, guys.
I
There's
didn't
no
say
electricity.
I didn't say I turned it on. I said I put the bird in the air fryer.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, and then you wait 10 minutes and you take it and I'm like, good, it's perfect.
I just start going because that's the sound it should make.
Yeah.
And like you can keep on doing that for a while. The scene is over.
And see.
So, while that's happening, anybody else doing anything of particular note on this fine, crisp third of Olaroon?
Like tur-
I'm still trying to think of what you wanted me to do last time. Nick. What you thought I might do.
Don't worry about it.
What I thought I wanted to do. And now I don't know who I am.
Don't worry about it.
he wants you to go to the bank.
And rob it.
Yeah, I had this whole thing prepared for your bank robbery arc, and you fucking blew it.
That's later.
It literally says
It's gonna be one time where the dragon mark activates and Gron just permanently flips. Turns out that the Gron under the bed was the angry Gron.
Wait until you find out that there's like a button in under Gron's bed or like in his box. It says Gron bank robbery mode.
You're planning to take a look inside of Gron's box?
Don't look under the bed.
Is it like a sexual thing? Like I don't know what that means, dude.
I believe it is.
Because if it is sexual,
it's
then
a
yes.
British term.
I don't think
Yeah,
it is.
Fucking British.
God, it's a fucking bad term is what it is.
It's not a good term, but I don't think it's British.
It's not even accurate.
It's not even accurate now, ain't it?
Listen, I don't know
I
where it
think
came
it's
from.
since I don't hear it often.
Nothing involved in the human body is a square.
Yeah?
Nothing.
The
Name one square thing in human body.
I've seen some dudes with pretty square.
Of course.
I've seen some dudes with pretty square heads.
Minecraft?
I mean, you got me there. Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah, your Minecraft head and hands. They're so squares. Dirk!
Who?
Hello.
What's Dirk
Hello.
up to?
Hi.
Hello!
He's just, I hate to say it, but he's just like lying low. He doesn't really want to get caught and get killed.
Dirk, doing nothing.
Anyone- Yeah,
Vibing.
If anyone wants help, he can, but...
I will enlist you. You're my help in the kitchen.
Dirk, you're on cooking duty. This is very different
That's
than
okay,
many
as
of the
long
other
as people
cooks.
trust him enough to cook. That's...
You've been involved in some different kinds of cooks before. This one's weird.
This one involves edible food.
You keep asking where the pseudonephrin is supposed to go.
No pseudonephrin here, only real nephrin.
Yeah.
Okay, Dirk, cannot sit around all day. Come, learn. show you how to do grass rockin' bird. That is name of food.
Okay.
Can picture it now. Menu in common. People go down at Vothnak's and sit and it says, grass rockin' bird, $10.
10 US dollars.
It's like, what is that? What does that mean? So don't worry about it. It's a cool little thing you do. You gotta exchange your gold for US dollar tokens at the cashier.
Okay. Well, you know, here's this thing. Here's how you use it. Do this while I do this, and it's a great time. I'm eating right now.
Schmumpton, what are you up to?
Nothing.
Fuck.
Busters.
Schmumpton's sitting on her dick, doing nothing.
Where'd she get that?
Upton
She's
studying.
Went to the
studying
store.
to make Judge real.
Studying,
a real
yeah.
boy.
Well, currently, she's left Judge with the lady.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
that's where I'm at. I'm
Yeah,
just
the
hanging
other
out with her.
lady's working on making Judge real.
She's making Judge beefy, not real.
Oh well, you know. Well, I mean, beef will help. She gives Judge
Just
beef.
staple a whole bunch of ground beef to the exterior of Judge. That's muscle.
Become real.
That's how muscle works.
Vothnak, can you cook him?
Who?
Judge is real. Can you cook him?
Yes.
Can you milk him?
Grand,
Yes.
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Well, I would go learn about my ABCs again, probably.
Okay.
Besides that, I don't recall Miller. Did he give me any? I don't even
He
know
said he
if I
was.
asked
He
him.
said he was still waiting to hear back.
Oh yeah, snail. That's right.
Yeah,
I don't know why they use snails, but you know,
they're trustworthy.
culture and stuff. Oh,
Males, you know, a male's not gonna peek at your envelope.
a male?
What?
A man?
What did I
He said a
say?
male.
You
He
said,
said a male.
Listen, man, I'm all fucked up. Don't-
Yeah, a male won't peek at your snail.
Don't fucking speak to me.
Yeah, get his ass.
It's fun to mock.
It is.
It is.
What the fuck was I saying?
I don't know.
Well, I'll go
Right.
Say
learn
something
about.
interesting.
I'll go learn about my giant ABCs.
Okay, make another intelligence check.
And I would say that we can try to host a dinner with my parents, but I gotta tell them to move out. So I gotta pack up. It's time to go home. That's shit. What's my plus? Is that plus? Rolled a 10. I don't know. Yeah, did we level up? I do a whole bunch of push-ups. Do I level up?
No.
Damn.
So what'd you get?
11.
11? Okay. Day 2 is a little bit slower than day 1. Miss De Winter is still guiding you through some of the early stages of just like pronouns and a little bit of grammar. You're starting to grasp bits and pieces of it, but you're in the very, very early stages. But you're still making some progress. It's not a total wash this day. You made a little progress. It wasn't quite as fruitful as the first day, though.
Make a little progress.
Make a little bit of progress.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to my parents and say, hey guys, got a new place for you. Here it is.
What?
So I wrote it down. There's a 12-11-4 Bylan Tower. I don't know how you spell Bylan. I spelled it B-Y-L-I-N.
Sure, whatever. I made it up on the spot, so we can go with that.
I don't know. It's like a sort of a corner store area that you could set up. That you could set up a shop in that's not run by a not very nice man that sells tobacco.
Well, I have always wanted to get out of this place with this bastard downstairs. You went and bought a place just like that. That's gotta be a lot of money there.
You know, surprisingly, it wasn't actually as much as I thought it'd be. So it's paid off. Not like as in the expression. I mean, like I paid it off. It's not. But in the other sense, adventuring has paid off. Except for the whole death, looming death, going to jail almost, drug dealers, gangs, etc. Not so great.
Well. Fuck. Doing this guy's voice is a bad idea. I suppose me and your mother will get going out there as soon as possible. Hey! Xiulia! Stop packing up! We're getting out of this popsicle stand. I said, shut up, March's freaks.
Let's get out of this
Popsicles?
popsicle stand.
That's how we say it.
They have popsicles?
And Xiulia says, well, thank you very much there boy. Be sure to visit us at our new place with all your friends, and we're gonna have a big, put a stew on, make some gumbo, make maybe a shrimp dish,
Some shrimp, big shrimp,
make jambalaya. It's gonna be a real hootenanny. It's gonna be a bona fide slobber knocker.
Don't say that. They don't say that.
I did think about trying to do the dinner party, but I realized I hadn't tried to explain it beforehand. I didn't want to slap you with it.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think I could run into that anyways.
That's fair. So, maybe like the night after, assuming something awful doesn't happen at the gala, which it probably will. Maybe they could come the night after, but we'll have to see.
Well, that sounds nice. We'll be a dessert after the gala.
I mean, like yeah.
I mean the day, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'll send like a letter.
Don't talk me, boy.
Get him.
I'll send a letter or something to give you notice the day of, like in the morning, so that you have time to prepare by 9. I think that's enough time to prepare food, right?
I guess so. Alright, well, I'll be seeing you now. Nick's gonna stop doing these voices now because his throat hurts. And he doesn't want to do them no more.
Alright, goodbye.
Bye.
I'll go elsewhere.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna swallow a pharmacy real quick.
Swallow a pharmacy?
He's gonna chug on that fucking codeine.
Oh no, he's doing drugs.
Oh no, he's gonna hit a really fat dab like he always does. He's known to do it.
He does it. He loves that weed.
Just absolutely blitzed.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Steak, baby.
Yeah.
Friday, Sunday, baby.
Friday, Sunday?
Friday. What are we doing?
We're waiting for Nick to swallow a pharmacy.
Alright, not him.
Ferocious.
I see. Hey guys,
Yes,
check out
it
this.
was funny. He
I
caught it
will
and then
look
he
at it.
pretended to fall back asleep, and then he just. What's on you?
Should I follow the instructions on this image?
Did I fart?
No.
What
Fart?
are the instructions?
Count yourselves lucky, you gotta witness this. There you go.
Alright, let's see. Posting this image of a duck literally one time and never again. Okay. I mean, that's a good picture of a duck. I would like to see it again if possible.
Oh, you can look at it whenever you want.
Maybe.
I'll keep it in my computer just so I can see it every once in a while. And remember, I can't post it again.
Okay, I'm back. So that was a thing that Grand did.
Yeah. Then he went for his giant alphabet soup and then probably consumed his day. Or he did push-ups after.
Yeah, he did push-ups, and that leveled him up, strangely enough.
Wow!
Fuck, that's all it took?
Yeah, you just had to do some... It's too late for you now, though. Your day's over.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so you can level up tomorrow, but you're going to always be one behind, because they're going to level up again tomorrow.
Oh, okay. What?
Yeah.
I don't think that's very fair anymore.
Listen, I don't want to hear what you think is or isn't fair, because I really don't care.
Rhymed.
Why are you
Dude,
such
you
a
got
big...
fucking owned, dude.
Hey, Nick, I want you to know that I care about something else.
He doesn't, yeah.
Anyways,
you.
So,
care about
Peppy,
others.
are you doing... What's up with you, G?
Um,
What's up, Ketchup?
you know, let's put finding a rock and a person who knows about clothes on the back burner. I think Peppy's gonna go talk to his dad real quick. Gonna go home just for a little you know, little checkup.
Yeah, me too.
You're going to
Since
Peppy's house?
I was
You
well,
going to
I
my
wasn't
house?
letting you take my stuff.
What? I'm not just taking the emerald with me.
Not an emerald.
The mysterious olive green crystal.
It's
Excuse
a
me.
giant olive. It's got like a pimiento and everything.
I mean, you can come if you want, but
Milu needs to stop touching my phone. Yeah, no, go ahead. Then
Okay,
like come back to Jane's house, I guess, and pick her up or something. She'll be T-posing.
yeah, I'm gonna talk to my dad real quick, and then we'll find more info about the gem, the mysterious gem, if that's okay with you guys. Unless Nick doesn't want to do that.
I'm fine with that.
Whatever you want to do, whatever's easier for you.
I'm fine with that. I'm not dying yet.
You know, it'd be the easiest for him, guys. Let's go to the gala right now.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
just
guys,
end
I
this.
think
That's
we're good,
that's
good to
that's the
go.
eject button. Is let's go to the gala.
Let's go to the gala.
Okay, let's cut the shit off. I got, like, places to be. Like this chair.
Hey, Dad, I heard.
Hey,
that
so
you
do
started
I. I've got
posting.
one episode left of a TV show, and I could go watch it right now. I'm thinking about it right now,
What
but I'm
show?
not...
I don't have anything else to do, actually.
I've been
Young
watching.
Pope?
Probably
It's not true.
cringe.
Young Pope.
Yeah, it's the Young Pope. Finally.
You finally got around to watching it, you crazy bastard.
No, I'm not
Oh my-
watching the fucking Young Pope.
I heard the Young Pope theme in public somewhere, just like last week, and I almost freaked out.
It's not the fucking theme.
No.
No, the theme is a cover of All Along the Watchtower.
No, but I heard the dun.
Yeah, that is extraordinary because that played in one trailer.
It must be like a stock sort of sound or something.
It's quite
'Cause it was
possible.
something completely unrelated.
It's entirely possible. I just remember it was like the first trailer I saw, and it stuck with me because the trailer was hilarious.
It's stinky.
Yeah, the
Jack.
trailer was stinky too. Okay, so you're going to your dad's house?
Yes.
I'm
Well, my
not
old house, but
worried.
currently my dad's house.
Sure. You make your way to long stairs and eventually arrive at your father's townhouse, located there. You can see that there is currently a contractor out front who is changing the lock again.
Did you get back?
It seems like it. But other than that, the house is yours to enter.
Excuse me. Can I just? I used to live here. Can I just? Excuse me. I like push past the contractor into the door.
He just sort of grumbles at you, but it lets you past. He's not a guard. He's not here to keep you out.
So
Are
walk
you there
in,
with
I sort
Jane?
of-
Did Jane come with you?
Jane, do you want to come with me? You can. Like,
Oh, if I can, then yes.
yes, I never barred you. Jane, come here. He's just the contractor. Don't worry. Don't step on him. Don't step on him.
He's a really little guy. He's a gnome.
No.
Is it his birthday?
It's not his birthday, so feel free to beat the fucking piss out of him.
Oh, okay.
boy.
That's good.
You step inside and you can see your father is at the table in the sort of adjacent kitchen to the living room, just sipping on a mug of towel. He looks kind of wary, and he looks up. He says, "Ah, Peppy and Jane, hello."
Hey, Dad. Long time no see. Since you were in prison.
Yes,
Because I did things. How you
yes,
doing?
well, let's not belabor sordid histories.
Jane, you can sit down if you want.
Okay, I sit down on the chair
What's the,
that is there.
What's the occasion, folks?
No occasion, just yeah, you sound you okay? You sound a bit under the weather. Did you get that prison flu?
That's what it is.
Oh, you hate to hear it.
I'm just, I didn't go into work today. They've relieved me of duties for a short period of time while they investigate my incarceration. So I am sitting at home for a little while, which is just cool. He takes a sip
That's
of the
good.
towel.
That's a little.
Is it paid days off?
He sort of like pauses, lifting the mug to his lips, and he just holds there for a second and says, "Nope," and he takes another sip.
Well, hey, I mean, you've been working pretty hard at the bureau recently, so, you know. This is
Yes.
a little time off. That isn't in prison.
I like to keep busy generally, so this is sort of like being in jail again. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Dad, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't know that would happen.
It's
Didn't know that
it's
was even on the table.
it's all right, Peppy. I've already explained to you my misgivings about the whole adventuring thing, and well, it's never fun being completely right.
Yeah, that was you sort of were completely right on that one.
I usually am, Peppy.
Hey, while we're here, Jane, show him the olive.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know if you'd know anything about this, but we're just sort of going around trying to get a baseline idea.
Yeah. Want to hold it in your hand? You can hold it in your hand like this, and here you go.
I
Yeah.
look at his face. Do I see anything?
You see eyes, a nose,
It-
cheeks.
Is your
Nothing
brain
new.
tingling? Is your brain tingling?
He picks it up and he just sort of furrows his brow at it and he says, "Certainly an interesting gem. It's a good size."
So your brain isn't tingling?
No, should it be?
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't just me, because when she touches it, her brain tingles and she knows everything.
Huh. Well,
Here, Jane,
I don't
pick it
know
up.
what this is.
Yeah, I mean, it feels the same when I hold it. It's like, you know, the... Oh, I know multiplication better. I don't know.
She remembers the secret times
What an
table, multiplication
extraordinary gift this crystal bestows.
I know about... No, I know about, you know, how there's like a hidden menu? There's like a hidden time multiplication table that the bar
You
doesn't
can get,
tell you
like,
about.
The what is it? The fucking animal fries or some shit.
Yeah, no, I'll get the, you know, the secret menu, the secret multiplication table. I become aware of all the secret menus.
Sure.
Give me it wild style! She screams at McDonald's. Ma'am, what are you talking about? I know of the menu! Give me wild style!
And they know.
They know. They know. They just don't want to admit it. So yeah, I just wanted to check up on you. Just want to make sure everything's going okay, since, you know, all the things happened. Just, you know, I felt really bad that you sort of got tied up and everything, and...
Oh, well, Peppy, it's fine. You know, I'm sure everything will be sorted out at the home office soon enough. I mean, I've banked quite a number of years on quite a number of high-profile projects, so I can't imagine they would do anything more severe than this little slap on the wrist. It's just, you know, it's unpleasant nonetheless.
I do know you like to keep working. I have some good news. A couple of things of good news. One, I'm no longer wanted by the police. That's good. I think that you knew that, but...
I was aware of that.
But that's for, like, it's solidified now, so that's good. And
Great.
two, I'm not going to fail out of college.
What
Because
a
of
relief.
technicality. It's an old rule from the war.
Well, I'm glad a technicality has saved your academic career, Peppy.
Yep, all I need to do is complete a nigh impossible quest in order to graduate on time.
This is new. What's the...
Well, there was a rule back in the war that you couldn't get, what is the word? Not evicted.
Kicked out of
Expelled.
school?
What is it? Expelled because of tardiness, because a lot of people were getting drafted for the war, and so they obviously weren't attending their classes, and they didn't want to fail out a whole grade. I just seem to be on the tail end of that rule's effectiveness. So basically what I need to do is, you know, do a huge project before some period of time, and then I will be able to graduate.
That's really clever. That way they can... That way the school can keep taking your money, you know?
It's
And,
great.
like,
It's
they
really
don't
great.
have to, like, fail people and kind of, like, drive people away. It's just like, no, come study, come study.
Yeah, no, it's
there's
really
a
nice of
war,
them.
It's no
really...
big deal. Give us
So
some money.
my job, I guess you could call it that. And technically, I'm getting paid for this. I'm gonna try and find Puktatuk again.
Did you try to find him before?
You see,
And that's how I started all
it
this.
almost looks like Plunt's eyes visibly sink a few inches into his head.
No, Dad, hold on, wait. I pull out the Bieshk skinning knife thing. I'm like, look, see, I have a lead.
That is a knife,
this?
not a lead.
It's both.
He got you.
You see, this
Dads.
is from the oh fuck, what is it? God damn it. Hold on. What's the area called again? I'm so bad, I'm sorry.
I don't know, Decani's. Empire.
What's the fucking mountain range that we were talking about getting to last session?
Oh, the Christ.
Like a Isle of Blades? No, that's
No, it may literally be the Biesk Mountains. Let me check. It's the Grey
pull
Wall
up
Mountains.
the Grey Wall Mountain. This points to the Sivatuk people of the Grey Wall Mountains. All right, and Balthazar Dorian went there, and he saw something. He did not tell anyone about it. I don't know how I know about it, but I do. I have a feeling. I have a hunch. I have a clue. And one day I will get out there soon.
The Grey Wall Mountains.
Yes.
You know those mountains are a death trap, right?
Yes.
Most mountains are.
Very
That's
steep,
true.
Very cold.
But those ones are filled to bursting with, harpy cultists.
That is correct.
Oh. That's bad.
That is correct. This is a risk I'm willing to take for my academic achievements.
How are we going to dodge the harpies?
I don't know.
Kill him.
Put a cloak on and just hide.
We're going
figure it
to
out. We'll figure that out.
sneak, disguise.
So,
I think
what you're telling me is that now even your academic success is tied into some sort of adventuring nonsense.
Yes. Isn't that great?
I'm going to need
Did I
something
tell you I wasn't
stronger
wanted by
than
the
this
police
tall.
anymore? Did I tell you that I'm no longer wanted by
Yes,
the
you
police?
did. Thank you, Peppy.
Peppy just has like a really big shit, like stupid smile on his face, because like he doesn't understand why his dad isn't happy about this. I mean, he does, but he thinks he's wrong.
Well,
But listen, Dad, Dad, listen. This won't involve you at all. All right, you're gonna be nice and safe and sound. You're gonna be designing your airships.
you know,
And it's gonna
Peppy,
be great.
the fact that it affected me was unpleasant. But this may strike you as something crazy. This may not be an experience you can relate to. But my primary concern is you, buddy.
What?
That you're going to be horribly murdered.
I won't. That won't. No.
Peppy, you've already almost been horribly murdered numerous times. You almost went to prison forever.
I mean, it was a couple times. I mean,
Are you picking up, in any respect, what I'm putting down?
yeah. I guess I never really thought of it that way. I was just more worried about you getting hurt. More than
I
anything, really.
expect that I will probably be fine. You are planning on gallivanting into insanely dangerous places with... I mean, I've made it very clear how I feel about the devil-may-care attitude and the reckless disregard for personal safety that adventuring tends to encompass. And I've also made it clear that I can't stop you, that seeing the world is something that everyone has to do, but I'm still going to make myself heard in that I think that... I won't say that I think you can't do it. I'm saying that you shouldn't. That there's better ways to go about this. There's better ways to go about your life than constantly ramming your face into every beehive you see.
I don't know, Dad. It's just, I feel like I have a purpose now. You know. Before it was just reading and writing and studying. I barely came out of my room, and I didn't really have much in the way of friends at school. I had a couple study partners, but, you know, we didn't really talk about anything but the test. And now I have friends.
Peppy, I'm glad you have friends, and I'm glad you found a purpose. All of those are important. But not every purpose is cut from the same cloth. You can devote yourself to a cause that is suicidal. I mean, a lot of people found their purpose on the battlefield, and it didn't work out super well for all of them. It makes me uncomfortable. I've always been disturbed by this proposition.
It just feels like I'm squandering myself if I just stay inside and
Well,
read
that's not
and
what
go
I'm
to the
saying,
office every
Peppy.
day.
I'm saying there's a middle ground. I don't know.
A little adventuring is a treat.
Sometimes I wish you had been born with a little more of my blood. But
What?
I guess you wouldn't be you.
Wait, Dad, what are you talking about?
You're just like, you'll like the other half.
You mean Mom?
Yeah.
You know, I never really got to sit down and ask you about that before. I mean, we had the dinner, but let's not talk about that.
Yes, I would prefer never to bring up that night again.
Well.
Hey, Jane, can you give us a minute?
Yes.
Thank you.
I
appreciate
give
it.
them a minute.
Jane hands them
60 seconds.
this.
I hand them the concept of time. And I
It's
let
just
them
like-
do with it as they wish.
It's pulsing in her hand.
It hurts.
It makes your brain ache.
Ow.
All yours now.
It makes the middle of your mind itch.
God, an itch in
I
the
don't know
middle
what
of your
that
skull.
means. Middle. I give them minutes.
Okay, so I suppose Jane steps out for a moment.
I go to Jamba Juice.
Hang out with the contractor. He seems like a cool guy. He's telling you
Yeah.
stories about all the places that he contracted on.
He tells me about Jamba Juice.
He tells you about
I
Jamba
went to
Juice. He made
Jamba
a-
Juice the other day. Dude, that locks were fucked up, let me tell you.
I had to fix all the Jamba Juice's locks. They told me you gotta fix this lock in 5 seconds or you won't get paid, and they were paying me in Jamba Juice. And I said, I gotta do it fast because I love Jamba Juice.
It's a really
so
exciting
loyal to
story.
Jamba
You
Juice.
like it. You and your character both like it.
I
We
wish
are
I
good.
got paid.
So this is how
Enjoy
we
it.
feel.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah. You don't get a choice.
Yeah, that's fine. Choices is difficult.
Yeah. Just do as you're told. All right. So what are
Yeah.
you doing, Peppy?
Autopilot it.
I wait for Jane to sort of make herself scarce a little bit. You know. I'm like,
I make myself scared.
scared. Yes, she's in the corner screaming constantly.
I'm shaking.
Jane's just sitting in there, closing her eyes, squeezing them tight, and thinking, spiders, spiders, spiders.
Nightmare, nightmare.
Nightmare, pain. So, do you think you can finally tell me now that I got you out of prison? Well, I got you into prison, but I also got you out.
We bonded, okay?
Listen, if what you're saying is right, and I'm close to dying nearly every single day, I think I have a right to know.
I suppose
Just
there's some
anything.
truth to that. And I have... I mean, you know I don't like to talk about it, but... I suppose you have a right to know, and with your current path, God knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks or months. And I would feel... Well, I would have a couple of emotions before this one, but I would definitely feel terrible if you never knew anything. Well, Before I worked on the airships, I was part of the Stormspire program in Lyrandar. And you would know what Stormspires are. They're big towers that Lyrandar builds in certain places. They help to control the weather, essentially.
Ooh, nice.
It was partially rebellion. I wanted to get away from home. Wanted to see the world, and the Stormspire program took me all over the country. Mostly to major cities and places that were out of the direct line of fire of the war, but still a bit of traveling. In... God, what was it? 972? No, 973. Late 973. I was in Valinar, in Tervalestis. It's their capital. And I was working on a Stormspire there, a cooperation that the house had made with the Tanadal elves to, well, it was partially to stop them from raiding our bloody caravans, but you know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I, as many young men did, spent my nights in the taverns. And there, by chance, I met an interesting woman. She was a mercenary of sorts, an adventurer. She had returned to the city from after years abroad. She was an elf, a Tanadal elf.
Peppy sort of rubs the tip of his ears.
Yes, I'll know you know where that comes from.
I had a guess.
Yeah, there's only a couple of ways that you could have gotten those. I didn't file them that way.
Fried chicken. My
Excuse
mom
me?
was fried chicken.
Excuse me?
Wonder why my ears are pointy.
Um,
Must be fried chicken.
her name was Yelenia. Yelenia Amakir.
And how do you spell that name?
In a way you wouldn't expect, because elves are ridiculous.
Peppy has his field notes out. Ooh, that is not what I typed.
Yeah, baby, elves! Elves!
Elves, baby!
Elves, baby!
Elves, baby!
And it was just chance. We sat next to each other at this bar in Tervalestis, and against all odds, there was a bit of a spark. She was nothing like me. She was this warrior woman. She was hot-headed and impulsive and free-spirited and dangerous, and I was, well, none of those things. But there was something there. I don't know, we connected. And we... Well, not to put too fine a point on it, we engaged in something of an affair together in Tervalestis in those days, while I was working on the spire there.
Did she talk to you, or did you talk to her?
She talked to me. That was her way. I would have never had the courage to approach her. We made quite an odd pair. My fellows on the job site found it fascinating and kind of hilarious, and I admit, so did I. I mean, what were the chances? Look at me. I'm not, I was younger then, but I still don't consider myself particularly likely to pull in an elven adventurer. But something happened. I don't really know how to describe it. And to my surprise, when I returned to Stormhome to get my next assignment, Yelena followed.
What was she adventuring for, I guess, when you met?
She was a drifter on the wind. She went from place to place, rescuing folks in some places, completing jobs for coin, in others killing monsters. I don't think that all of her activities were strictly, altruistic. But the Tanadol elves have a slightly different outlook on things like that.
What was the project he was working on? The towers?
The Storm Spires.
Thank you.
She had been away in Zendrick for years before she returned to Tervalestis, oddly enough on the day that we met in that bar. Anyways, she came with me to Stormhome, and we continued this strange relationship. I took a sabbatical from work for a time. She had entranced me. I was obsessed with her. I hope that's not too weird to hear.
Not really. I don't know. I don't even know the person you're talking about.
No.
Who is my mom, I guess.
She had a strange quality about her. She was a lot. But she felt like a completion of the parts of me that I wished I had. And maybe my plainer, more restrained presence grounded her, and maybe that attracted her to me. While I was on sabbatical, we went to a lot of places. We traveled across the country together. We went to the Towering Wood, the swamp city of Zarashak, the Isles of Lazar. We even spent a weekend in Rukan Dral in Dargoon. That was a time to remember.
Would I know what that area is like? Is it like tropical?
Dargoon?
Yeah.
Dargoon it's like, what's the horizontal one? Is it longitude?
Longitude, latitude, fatitude, latitude.
Okay.
Longitude goes up and down.
It's latitudinally, like, around the same range as Sharn, so it's sort of the same climate.
Got it.
Yeah, Dargoon is it's the goblin country. It's like goblins and hobgoblins, and it's like where they're trying to rebuild the Dakani Empire, more or less. And it's not generally known to be super safe, but,
Oh, Brazil.
Sure. Come to Brazil. In 975, we'd been together for maybe a year and a half. I proposed to her. on the shores of the Scion Sound. She said no.
Peppy laughs.
She said that her ring was a shackle and she could not be bound. She said stuff like that sometimes.
Very poetic.
Yes, well, I got the sense she was a little bit older than she let on. I honestly have no idea how old she was. She told me conflicting answers. Would have been hard to tell. She's an elf.
I have an elf teacher who seems like he's 40, but is actually 200.
Yes, that sort of thing. By that time, when I proposed to her, she was pregnant. With you, obviously.
I would hope so, unless you were about to drop a real big bomb.
I was afraid that with the proposal I had overplayed my hand, that she would... I don't know. She would pull away. She was distant in the final months of the pregnancy, but I figured, pregnancy affects the mind, it affects the hormones. She gave birth to you in Stormholm. You're technically not natural-born Brailish.
Peppy is trying to think if that makes him an illegal alien.
You have citizenship, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Technically, Stormholm is house territory. It's kind of like a military base. They sort of hand wave it. After she gave birth to you, she disappeared for a day and a half. I was terrified. But the next time she appeared, she was energetic and vibrant, and I was so thrilled. And then she said, "It's been fun." And she took up her weapons and her armor and she left.
Wait. She had me with you. And then she left?
Not 2 days later.
That's it.
I never saw her
Here's
again.
your son, and I'm gone. That's it?
I never saw her again. I never even heard from her.
She left me?
Yes.
Peppy's sort of looking around, just not really sure what to say at the moment.
I mean, I had always suspected that I loved her more than she loved me. That for an elf, a creature that lives so long, our time together might as well have been a weekend. I'd known she was, I don't know, flighty and independent.
But you had a kid. You had a person.
I think that the lifestyle that she wanted, the adventurous lifestyle, was incompatible with a family. She was possessed of this wanderlust, a desire for action. It couldn't coexist with some dumb artificer and a mewling baby. But there was something there. There had been something there. And it gutted me. I still felt for her. I still feel for her in spite of everything. Thinking about it is very painful. So I never discussed it with you. I bottled it up. I moved back to Sharn. I took on simpler jobs that kept me in the city until eventually they invited me to participate in the airship program, and you know, I moved on. I mean, some part of me probably never did, but... well... I know that story ends in something of a horrific anticlimax, I'm sorry, but... I tried looking for her. After it happened. Spent too long. I never found a trace of her.
Can you tell me what she looked like again?
Why, yes, I suppose I can. She was an elf. She was darker complexion. The Tanadol elves live in the desert. She had long, very long black hair. She usually kept it braided. And she had most incredible gray eyes. They shined when she looked at you. And she had quite a few tattoos, but she had one of a sort of flowering vine going up the left side of her face.
Face tattoo, he says, looking up from his book, writing down everything he's saying.
Like I said, we could not possibly have had less in common.
Face tattoo.
There was something there. Many Tanadol elves have tattoos like that. They mean something in the culture. I'm not entirely certain. I never got a satisfactory answer.
As Peppy's writing all this down, he says, you know, of all the ideas I've always had of my mom, a face tattoo is definitely not in the cards, but...
yes, well...
I guess that's where I came from.
Yes, you didn't inherit the face tattoo.
I would hope so. Or hope not.
She was, I don't know. She was like a hurricane. She was fast and exciting. She could be noisy. And she blew into my life and... well, I was left a little bit torn down when she had passed.
He sort of looks up from his book, not really looking at anything, just sort of, like, just looked at the wall, and he's like, I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna go out.
Peppy.
I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna show her what she's missing. I'm gonna tell her everything you've done for me, everything I've done. I'm gonna show her,
Peppy,
that she shouldn't have gone.
Peppy!
Why not, Dad? Why not?
I can only think it'll do more harm than good. All it's going to do is... I mean, I loved her. I love her. Still, some part of me, I think, always will. That's why I don't want to talk about it. But... I don't think she feels the same way in return. And... I know that's hard to hear. And I know it makes you angry, and made me angry. It makes me angry.
He's sort of clenching on his pen. He's like really pissed off.
But what's the point of opening that wound again? Just to verify that it's there?
I don't know. Just to show her, you know? Everything that we've done without her.
She was... She put no traffic in attachments. I mean, even when we were traveling together, we hardly stayed in one spot for more than a few days at a time before she grew antsy. We had to be on the road again.
Well, she should have thought of that before having a kid. Huh? If she truly felt like that, why?
I don't know why she stayed with me and had the child. Had you. I don't know if it was... I don't know. I've thought about it a lot over the years. If I really meant anything, if it was real to her the way it was real to me. I've thought about if this was just an experiment on her part, or if she felt something and it frightened her and she pulled away, not wanting to give up what she had. Or if this was commonplace for her, and there are 1,000 half-brothers scattered across the world. Which would be fucking absurd, because she has to carry them.
She's 1,000 years old.
But I've definitely thought about it. I mean, the thought has entered my mind.
You know, Dad, I really appreciate this. I want to thank you.
Well,
I understand this was probably pretty hard for you, and it seems to be even harder for me, but...
I haven't talked about her in... since before you could walk. It feels strange saying all this again.
That ring that you wear. You're
Yeah.
gonna give it to her?
I was the one. Or I planned to. On Scion Sound in 975.
Give it to me.
What?
Give it to me. I'll take it to her.
Peppy.
I'll find her. I'll make her take it. I don't care.
Peppy,
Just give me this, Dad. Dad, just give me this.
I'm afraid
Please.
that if you go on this I'm worried about your adventuring, and I know you get it from her. I know that part of you, that's Yelena. Poking through. This drive, this wanderlust. But as much as you are like her, you're also like me. And I don't want you to go on a suicide mission into the mountains where harpies live and all sorts of nonsense. But I don't want you to go on a mission that's going to kill your heart searching for this woman. I'm afraid that if you went to see her, my greatest fear would be that one day I would find Yelena. That one day, by chance, we'd cross paths again, and that she wouldn't remember who I was.
If I'm able to give her that ring, she will remember. It doesn't matter if it's now, or a year from now, or 10 years from now. We'll be able to remember her. She'll remember us. Even if she doesn't want to.
I guess I just don't see the point. I don't mean to come off as depressive, it's just... I've moved on, Peppy. I don't want to talk about it. It hurts, but... I've built a life without Yelena, and I don't... I've spent a lot of time healing that particular scab over, and I don't know if I want to pick at it again.
I understand that, Dad, but you have to understand there is no scab for me. She's my own mother. And she just let us go. She just let us go and didn't even look back. This is new to me. It still hurts for me. I'm sure it's gonna hurt for a long time more. But this is what my heart's telling me to do. This is what her half is telling me to do, and who am I to say that's wrong?
I suppose I have been holding on to this out of some misguided... I don't know. I don't even know why I've worn this all these years. All it does is depress me.
Here, Dad. Let's make a trade. I take off my T-Rex necklace that I just got from the jeweler or whatever it is. I say, this tooth is from a T-Rex that nearly killed me and all my friends. Don't worry. We're fine. Of course.
Peppy, I hate it when you say these things to me. Don't tell me that. I can't
Listen.
hear that shit.
I put it in his hand. Listen. You keep this with you and you'll remember me and I'll remember you. Okay? No matter where I am, you have something from me.
Well, I have something from
If
a
you give me
T-Rex,
this-
but I get the sentiment.
Wait, I tell you I killed it with a watermelon? I'll tell you later.
Give him a watermelon seed. There you go.
I do give him a watermelon seed.
This watermelon
too.
seed expanded inside of a T-Rex's throat.
Also keep this in a good drawer, don't lose it. I'll tell you about it later. But if you keep this with you, and if I'm able to keep this, and I point to the ring, that way we have something we can remember each other by. When I'm out here and you're in here, how about that?
Just take the
Believe it
ring.
or not, Dad, I am scared.
Just take.
I do get scared.
Just take the ring before I change my mind. And he just drops it onto the table.
I pick it up and look at it. What's it made of?
It's not super. It doesn't look like it was super expensive. It's sort of. I mean, it's a metallic substance. It's got a stone in it, but it's a small stone. It's a small, like. You're actually not sure. It's kind of iridescent. It looks like it might be an opal of some kind.
Oh, an emerald. Everything's an emerald to him.
He did.
Yes,
say
that's
he
right, Peppy. It's an emerald. God, I knew I should have told him what rocks were.
Chaos
All
Emerald.
rocks are emeralds.
I'm sorry, son. I guess I was keeping it from you. There's some sense that the rocks would just do you harm.
You see, Peppy. Years after I met your mother, I had a torrid affair with rocks.
One
one
day,
day-
your mother abandoning you at birth, but rocks, oh no, no, don't hurt him too much.
One day they tumbled down the hill and I never saw them again.
Did they grow moss?
No. They were
they're
rolling. They could gather none.
That's why you decided to work on airships, as far away from rocks as possible.
I wanted to
Peppy
get into the
takes the
sky,
ring.
Peppy, so I would never be with those damnable rocks.
You really want to be a geologist?
Peppy takes sort of a bit of like paracord or something like that, fantasy paracord from his bag.
Sure.
And he sort of hastily makes a very crude necklace out of the ring, and
Okay.
uses it to replace his T-Rex tooth. He sort of twiddles it in his fingers, and he's like, "I'll let you know when I give it to her, Dad."
Whatever you say, Peppy.
Thanks. Thanks. Thank you, Dad. I really appreciate this.
Well. I'm going to need to drink something stronger now, I think.
I give him a hug.
He hugs you back. And, he pulls you away and he says, "Can I give you one last piece of fatherly advice?"
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Don't tell me the details of your horrifying expeditions anymore, because all it's going to do is make me have sleepless nights.
He sort of half smirks. He's like, "Oh, whoa, wow. I'll only tell you the good bits. Don't worry about it. You'll be able to read the rest of it in my memoir, remember?" And I point to my book. I sort of tap the cover. "Come on, Dad. I'm still Peppy. Let's go."
You definitely are. I'm not going anywhere. I'm home.
I know. It was a sort of general. Let's go. Jain. Jain.
Am I still here?
And so the Jamba Juice, right? The thing was, there were thousands and thousands of gallons of this stuff spilling out into the street.
I don't think I'm there anymore. That was a long one.
Jane wandered off.
I think I had to go to the bathroom at some point.
I open the door and I look around and Jain is gone.
Yeah, no, it's just like, I have to go to the bathroom and I'm not allowed inside, so... I'll see him. I'll see him later.
I check the nearest CVS.
CVS has a bathroom?
Yeah, I think so. I would
No
hope
way.
so.
I don't think so.
No, when the employees have to go to the bathroom, they just shit pant.
Yeah, there's like employee-only bathrooms.
I don't know if they-
but
I've never gone to the
I go to CVS's all the time, and
I've never gone to a bathroom in the CVS, so I can neither confirm nor deny.
But you could.
But I could if I wanted
You
to.
could.
All I'd have to
You
do
have
is
every right to.
all I'd have to do is flash a card.
Jackie is just sleeping like that. Oh, you can see his bald spot. It's sad. Jackie.
Thought you were gonna say balls.
No, that bald spot.
Does this cat have balls?
Balls spot.
He's a boy.
Does
That's-
he have balls?
I don't know. His butt is too fluffy.
It's impossible to say.
His butt's too
I
fluffy.
really
I
don't
can't touch
know.
his balls.
I've never even seen his butthole. Like, I can't. It's too
And I've
fluffy.
been looking. I've been looking
You
so
gotta
hard.
go. You gotta go on a jungle expedition to find out if he's neutered or not.
It's actually usually very easy to see a cat's butthole, but not when they're fluffy.
Every cat that I've ever seen has given me a full view
Yeah.
of the asshole at all
Yeah, no,
times.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's quite common, but these cats, their butts are much. They wear fur pants.
They're very modest.
They're very stinky. I love you, stinky.
Do I find Jain?
I don't know.
You don't know? Is Jain sort of like a tulpa now? You don't know where she is?
Jane, where'd you go?
Might have gone home.
Jane went home.
It's just like, well, I'll go to a place where I'm likely to be if he wants to find me.
Jane, go home.
You find Jane back at You Reap and We Sow.
Hey, Dad, I'm gonna head out. I think Jane wandered off. I'm not sure.
I mean, I would've.
Yeah, I don't blame you. We were talking for a while. I didn't realize it was gonna get that deep. Anyway, love ya. Talk to you later. I'll try to keep the violent stories to a minimum.
Ideally.
Alright, drink for me, okay? In a good way.
I'm not sure how to take that.
Like I'm inside of your bed.
A toast to your son! And then he walks away.
Okay.
He walks out the door.
He walks into space.
I walk into space. I'm gone. I die.
He dies.
I asphyxiate. Alright, there's my character growing moment of the session. Now that I've unhijacked everyone's ears.
Hey, listen. I like it when a player gets to do a long monologue with me.
That's called a dialogue.
Dialogue, yeah.
Why did I say
A
the word
two-sided
monologue?
A monologue with you.
Yeah.
They were
Listen,
completely unrelated.
Listen,
I descend, but it's an upward one.
We've had
Upward.
longer. We've had way longer. I mean, you should hear some of the conversations in Sindroa. Hot dog. I think there's a session of Sindroa that's just like 2.5 hours of Johnny Magehands and Ben. And it's great, but but we have some long conversations sometimes.
Right, I'm now going to write down every single word you spoke in the past 45 minutes.
Did I typed your name, right?
Mom equals face tattoo, question mark, blood or crip.
Mom equals mid 2011
Your boat's
SoundCloud
gotten
rapper.
bigger.
Mom equals Lil Xan, question mark?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't make that noise that he made.
She's a weird warrior woman from an ethnic population of inveterate mercenaries and raiders. She's got some interesting style choices. It's not, she doesn't have always tired tattooed under her fucking eyes.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I did write that down. Has always tired written under each eyeball. Both words.
Yeah.
So it says always tired, always tired.
That means, wow. Now it's really always. Like you're falling asleep, standing up.
Alright, so were you doing anything else there, PP?
Not really. It was mostly just a check-in on Dad and grow as a character.
Okay.
Also, how long were they like together? A year? 2 years?
He said from like a year
At
and
least
a
9
half.
months.
He met her in 973, and she birthed you in 975.
And then she disappeared, disappeared, for a day and a half.
Like a day and a half after delivery.
Was she acting like sad when, like, was she not acting normal when I was born?
He said that she was
came back very skipper.
He said that she was distant in the final months of pregnancy and then vanished, and then like when she came back after the day and a half, she seemed pretty energetic.
You guys can't see how I'm sitting.
Hmm?
I'm sitting really weird.
All right.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I was going to go to the university to try and figure out what's going on with Jain and the brain tingles and rock and more rock armor. But I guess Jain headed home, so we'll do that later.
You have identify?
Dirk
Someone
does.
party.
Dirk
I
has
don't.
identify.
I have detect magic. Oh yes, I do have to identify. I do.
Because I thought that's what you were going to do.
That's also what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
My brain isn't working very well.
Actually, I
I go
think
home
like
and I
half
remember
the
I have
party has
identify.
identify. I think Peppy has identify, Dirk has identify, and I think Schmupton might have identify as an artificer.
I
Ooh,
believe so.
la dee da.
La la la.
Nothing
would-
gets
I do.
past this crew.
Peppy was sort of dreading talking to his dad, so he just sort of forgot he could do magic for a couple hours. But
Oh yeah, I cast spells.
I cast spells. What the fuck?
Fuck.
And then he casts Ray of Frost and shoots someone in the head by accident.
Fucked up that I do that.
It's fucked up that I do that on the daily. I go home and I'm like, "Hey, everybody. I see Vothnak and Dirk cooking. What you making?"
I got lost. Oh fuck. I'm getting lost in the sauce. I guess I don't really know what's happening.
Question: is Dirk wearing a cute apron?
Does it fit
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, me and Vothnak went out and got cute aprons for each other. In that
Awesome.
meantime.
Fuck yeah. Do they say
It
Vothnak's
says-
in it in like scribbly letters?
Yeah, it's Vothnak and like a kind of childish picture, like drawing of him,
Mhm.
and it says, "I'm the real Vothsnack," and mine is, "Not a Vothsnack. No one wants to eat this person. Why is he here? This is gross."
It says
Weird how
It's-
fast they custom printed
it
it.
says please do not emotionally or physically abuse the cook.
There you go.
He will cry into your food.
They will cry into your food.
He's
Okay,
not
hold
gonna
up.
spit
What's
it, but he's
What's
gonna cry.
Vothsnack's slogan? Real quick.
Vothnak.
You either eat or be seated.
Okay.
Dog eat pony world.
Okay, the banner.
I think last week you said something like Voth snacks, you aren't what you eat, or something.
It's not human meat. You aren't
I
what you eat.
swear.
I don't remember, maybe. On the banner, I've managed to scroll Voth snacks in common with some help.
Like, oh, now what for slogan?
Okay, here we go. We just write them down.
You aren't what you eat.
Off snacks. Taste good. Voth snacks. Food.
Food.
No, I see you've you put an extra O in food there. What does that mean?
Means eat more food than regular food.
More taste good.
Oh, exactly.
Voth snacks. Taste good.
All right, I'm gonna fail a trivial conceptualization check, and I'm gonna get my big old brush, and I'm going to go to the banner, and I'm going to paint F
O O O D.
I do like the idea that Vothnak goes to somebody to make the sign and like, what about a slogan? And you're like, what's a slogan? And they're like, you want that to be the slogan? You're like, yes. Sure.
I gotta say, I'm really behind food as a slogan.
I've already written it.
Ooh.
I just narrated doing that.
Food.
So,
What do you think?
I hold the banner up.
What's next? No slogan. Do not write anything on the banner.
Also good. It's like, what's the slogan? Oh, no then. Don't write a slogan.
Vothnak. Huh? What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
Hold on, let me turn off the air fryer.
Vothnak. What?
Welcome to Vothnak. What are you?
It's very trendy. All right, it's like a boutique place. You going? Oh, are you going to Vothnak? What? Oh yeah, dude, I love Vothnak. What?
What are we on?
You never know what you're gonna get.
Inc?
What?
I'm just saying. This isn't working.
What did you fucking say?
That sounds like a Cool Games Inc. clip.
Vothnak bestows you with the power of a troll totem barbarian.
Is it KMS? I can't remember. Is that actually? a
It's
bit that
not
story?
actually one, but it gave me the
okay.
vibes.
Jesus Christ. Alright. So Peppy's back at the apartment.
When is my robot being? When is Judge being upgraded? When is that finished?
She told you it was gonna be a week.
Oh, Christ.
It's gonna be a hot minute.
It's a while.
Oh, that means Judge won't get to go to the Gala.
Well, that means I'm not going to the gala. I'll go do something else.
Yeah, you're gonna sit out a big session. Just go to the gala, bitch.
It's gonna be boring.
Oh, it'll be boring. It'll be
What are you talking about? The Grand Galloping Gala is always grovel.
Growl. Yeah, he's right. So.
You speak
It's
English,
coming.
Sodi.
What?
What?
Bird. The Grand Galloping Growler.
I know.
Always gruff.
Every single time he's only ever said Grand Galloping Growler.
What is what's supposed to say? I don't know. That's what it's called.
So,
Oh,
Peppy,
oh.
were you gonna waggle your magic fingers or something?
Yeah, I was gonna find Jane. Hey, Jane. Thanks for bailing on me. I'm joking. That was a long time.
Piece of shit.
Hey, I just remembered I can do magic. Do you want me to identify that rock and your armor?
Yay.
All right, let's take a look. Hey, everyone, you want to see me look at this rock?
Okay.
All right, get near the
Yeah,
big
go,
globe.
go,
Where did we
go.
get this? Where did we get this?
Globe store.
Store.
Oh, okay.
Globe store.
I sit on top of the globe.
Okay.
It's not comfortable, but I've already committed to it, so it's like, you know, I just got to do it. And I ritual cast identify, so they all stare at me for 10 minutes.
Alright, which one are you identifying first?
The emerald, of course.
Alright.
You mean this Chaos Emerald?
I'm going to only call rocks emeralds from now on. I'm sticking to the bit.
Chaos Control.
Wow.
Meow.
This one doesn't specifically show up as a magical item. It doesn't give you like a specific description. You recognize it as magical, although the aura coming off of it is confusing. It's not like any kind of magic you've ever really dealt with. You're not
this is
really sure
odd.
how to quantify it. But it definitely contains a hefty dosage of power. That's for sure.
So, Jane, good news. I know it has magic and power. Bad news. That's it.
I have an idea. Thank you very much. I'll take the gem. I'll walk out the door.
Bye.
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 Peppy is left there holding the armor.
sitting on the globe.
I think the armor's inside of the thing still.
Yeah.
I didn't take
the
it
ring?
out.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Peppy is left there holding nothing.
And move
He's
over
holding air. in his hand.
your leg
Vothnak,
block.
can you cook me something? I'm really hungry.
Mm,
So where are you off to, Jain?
Peppy is gonna be the first person to try the new Dromish tart.
Yeah.
You're a
It's a rock.
dromish tart.
Yeah, fucking got him.
Is not rock, is 17 rocks inside of bird, but tiny. And grass.
You cooked the bird inside
tart.
out, so all the rocks are like red hot when you put them in.
That's a tartan drone. It means something different there.
Inside out cook bird. Put hot rock in bird, but cook. You eat a tart.
Tart. It's a tart.
That's what it is.
He's like, oh yeah, like bread cup with fruit in it. Yeah, we have those in Drome. Chicken with rocks.
Chicken with rocks.
Chicken cup. The chicken
Chicken with
has turned into a
rocks.
cup. You
No,
can.
the rocks stay in. You eat around.
They're spicy rocks, so you can eat them if you want. You can eat
He
them.
says chewing on a rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the Readron embassy.
Okay. You make your way back to Ambassador Towers and to the Readron Embassy. Welcome to the Readron Embassy. Still as strange and mysterious as it always was.
What do you think, Mila? That's what I thought. Okay. I'll go up to Tulok, who will always work the desk. It'll never not be him.
I don't sleep or eat.
Hey Tulok,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am doing. So, I want to know,
Yes.
is Diplomat Helkashtai in the building?
I believe she is. She may be occupied.
Okay. How many inspired work in this building?
2.
What about I was gonna say the other one, but I think I should say his name. What about Jorah Kesh?
Jorah Sesh?
Sesh? Sesh
the-
Omer?
The ambassador is currently at some sort of function in the civic district.
Civic District.
Yes. I believe
Civic
it's
District.
meeting with several other ambassadors.
Civic District.
He's quite busy.
That's cool. Okay, I guess I'll just wait for the first one.
Very well. You are free to wait as long as you would like.
Thank you for your hospitality.
No problem. Follow the path.
Have a nice path.
Nope.
Sit down.
No, that's not right. Are you mocking my religion? No,
Well, I got confused for a sec because I thought it was telling me to go somewhere. Then I realized, oh, that's the thing that they say. That means have a nice day.
It's very confusing, this strange arcane customs of these Readron folk.
Gosh.
I should find like a Readron embassy theme with how often we pop back in here.
Yeah,
I'll pop in the Upper Sharn theme because it's nice here.
I haven't heard anything the whole time.
You seem to have been having a lot of trouble with music lately.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what's echoing in my ears is relaxing cat music, which has been paused for hours, but I still hear it in my ears for some reason.
It's been paused?
Yes.
Great work.
Thank you.
So, you don't have to wait a super long time. I mean, you have to wait what feels like a long time. It's like an hour and a half. But it's not like the first time you had to wait for her, where you waited for like 5 hours before she came out. And eventually you see Helkashtai sweeping out of the rear chambers of the building, dressed in her finest elegant dresses, glittering with jewels, and sort of moves quietly over to where you are and says, "Jain, it is a pleasure to see you here."
Stop brushing Milu's belly. And I put her down. Yes, it is a pleasure. How are you
I'm
doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm looking forward to the gala. Tomorrow night, I understand that you will be in attendance as well.
Oh man, that's tomorrow. Yes. I'll be there.
Well, I look forward to seeing you there.
Yes. So really, it's tomorrow. Okay.
And by tomorrow, I of course mean like 2 or 3 Earth weeks away, because I'm not going to be able to run next week, and then I think people aren't going to be here the week after that.
People aren't going to be here the week after that?
I think Bird isn't, and then I think somebody else was doing something.
No,
like-
it's June 17th. I might be gone. Or,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry, I moved it up a bit. So
All right,
June
all
17th,
right.
June
All right.
18th.
Next week, I can't run, though, so.
Okay. Okay. What was that? Oh, yeah. I came upon an item recently.
An item?
And it makes my brain feel tickles.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What sort of item?
A rock. Gem? A gem.
A gem. Is that why you have come, to show it to me?
I don't know what it is. Is there stuff like that?
Is gems that make your brain feel strange? Certainly.
Yeah, and it makes me feel like smarter.
Well, a lot of our artifacts, ways that we manifest psionic power in Raedra, manifest in crystal form. So, it happens.
What are they for?
It depends. There are many different kinds. Do you mind if I take a look? Do you have it with you?
I do have it with me. Okay. It's this green one. Hold it in my hand.
Ah. She picks it up. Looks it over in her hand. This is a persona shard. It seems that this one is attuned to She hands it back. This is intended to... There are many different kinds of persona shards. They are crystals used to enhance abilities in various ways. This one appears to be based on the sensation I received from it, to enhance the focus and calculating abilities of an individual. Often persona shards with that are used by individuals who are trying to solve problems, but a lot of the time it is for soldiers on the battlefield, so they can think quickly, focus sharply. There can be no distractions, and they can intuitively understand what is going on around them. It does not always have to be in battlefield, but that is where I have heard of them being used most frequently.
Okay. So you can feel it.
Yes. Can you?
Well, yeah.
Well, you said it, of course. It is, specifically attuned to psionic waves. Those who have the innate ability my guess is before you... She gestures towards your injury. Before that, you may have had a little more traffic in the psionic, which makes sense if you are from Riedra. Many Riedrans have at least some low-level psionic abilities.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's normal.
Well, I wouldn't say it's normal, but it is not uncommon. It is like usually very minor manifestations. It is perhaps 1 in 10.
To do what? What are the common things, like turn on the lights?
Usually only minor things. A small bit of telekinesis, telepathy, small precognition abilities, or abilities to see through dreams, other things like that. These are typical manifestations. Of course, there are some who have more potent gifts. But it is perhaps 1 in 10 manifest at least some small ability.
Seeing through dreams is a common one.
Well, some see portents, visions in dreams, is what I was meaning.
Oh, you mean like signs?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant seeing through other people's dreams.
No.
That's very invasive. Okay. You said precognition?
For some, yes.
How does that manifest?
Well, for some it can be simply a sense of knowing when something is going to happen, sort of like an enhanced...
Love ya.
Love you too.
I love you too, Peppy.
I miss Peppy.
Sorry, I hit the mute button. I forgot I was muted.
A general sense of something that might be happening. They may sense that something is about to fall on them before it does and move out of the way. Others may be able to get a general sense of someone's path forward in the short term, even the long term, with stronger manifestations by coming into contact with them. And there are certainly some... this is another sometimes occasional common ability is the ability to sense emotions. Coming into contact or close proximity with people can detect an emotional aura, detect even deceit sometimes.
That's invasive.
Yes, it is not something one can control. It is like seeing the color of someone's eyes. You see the shade of their aura.
Yeah. So if I forgot everything, that means that I don't have the power anymore.
It's possible that you do. It's just...
It's something I learn, or
it could be something...
I learned.
It is... Some in Riedra never manifest powers at all. Some just carry, I suppose, the spark. It can be trained, but sometimes it never does anything at all. It is possible that you may have had more skill in the past. You may just have the spark now.
Okay.
I cannot say.
So-
I don't know what happened to you, but
All right. Cool. I'm hesitating. Hold on. Want to see the weirdest thing I ever saw?
sure.
Yep. Okay. No idea what this means. Just found this. There's a ring that holds a set of armor in it, and it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Just a conversation point. Check this out. I'm going to show her the outfit and read her response.
Make an insight check as soon as it pops out.
Okay, hold on. Let me get all my shapes out. Becky, what are these? Treats? No. Please don't eat this. My insight is a number that I'm about to look up. $15.
15. She's very composed. She's very Riedrans, you've noticed they hold themselves very still when they talk to people. So the slightest movement can be noticeable. And you see a movement that suggests she is somewhat taken aback by what she sees. And immediately she reorients herself so that she's standing between you and some of the other people in the room. And she looks over her shoulder and she says, "Put that away."
I put it away.
She sort of looks over her shoulder and then looks over the other shoulder. She looks back. "Where did you get this?"
Found it on on a boat.
She looks troubled. That is, armor used by the soldiers of Adar. It is,
Is it foot soldiers or?
yes. It is not good to wear such a thing in this place. People may get the wrong idea.
Makes sense.
I would be rid of that if I were you.
Is it cursed?
I would not be surprised.
Oh, with the evil spirits?
There is no
With
denying
the Altavars?
the Altavars, yes.
This is cursed armor. Is this a cursed gem? Or do both sides use this one?
Did you find that in the same place?
It was in the boat. You said it was by soldiers, right? And this is a soldier's outfit?
I suppose that makes sense. Both sides use this technology, but I am wary of anything that comes from that place.
Is it cursed?
I do not mean to sound like a fearmongerer, but it, well, our history is well documented.
Not over here, but um is there more to that or
I merely mean that they are the Adarans. I do not know if they are merely misguided or if there is something darker afoot. If it is, to what extent the Altavars play a role. I only know that Adaran soldiers have killed many along the borders. I expect that armor has seen its share of Riedran blood.
Oh, I'm sorry if I've triggered you. I wonder what makes them so evil.
The doctrine of the path would say the Altavars. It may be a combination of things. I do not know if evil is the right word. But violent. That cannot be argued.
Mm. Yeah, Riedra was just trying to help him out, right? They were like, hey, you can be Riedra now.
They were torn by war before we arrived.
Uh-huh.
Ironically, they have united. Only against us.
Well, ain't that sweet?
At least that is what we are told. We have no way of knowing what goes on deep within the borders, deep in the mountains. For all we know, there are still factions at each other's throats.
I hear they're mostly monk people. Monk people?
Yes.
Also? So they're violent monks.
Those monasteries, they do not simply train to meditate. They train to fight.
Fight what?
Us. They have fought us
That-
for hundreds of years.
Their religion was founded on fighting you?
Well, it certainly seems to be a central tenet.
Ah.
I do not
Well, you
expect
must be pretty special.
I do not expect you to understand. You have not lived. Well, I suppose you have, but you do not
I
remember
haven't.
living there.
Nope.
It is
Yep.
It is a bitter struggle. Many have died on both sides. What it is precisely they believe, they will tell you one thing, others will tell you another. Actions are
Yeah.
the only things that speak.
I'd prefer explanations as well. Actions are very confusing. Yeah. From a third person perspective, I gotta say it's pretty confusing.
It is... They believe us to be the antithesis of what they believe.
Yep.
That we are some sort of... I don't know. Shadow to their precious light. I do not know where they get this belief. But whatever it is, it has spurred them to commit atrocities along the border of Adar.
Well, it's specifically against the inspired, isn't it?
It is not only the inspired blood they have shed.
I know. Well, the inspired aren't really found on the battlefield that often. Kind of hard to get to.
Inspired have been known to lead soldiers before. Not me, of course, but there are members among us who are more military-minded, leading the defense, or helming the edgewalkers.
Edgewalkers.
They protect our villages from the threats of monsters and strange beasts which lurk in the countrysides.
Anyway. Well, sorry this was so unpleasant for you. It didn't mean... I had a feeling it might be. I wasn't entirely sure, but I couldn't get any answers, so I'm sorry for using you as a sounding board on that, but
It is all right. I was mostly startled.
okay. Well, time to go, I guess. Have a day.
Farewell, Jain. I will see you tomorrow at the gala.
Probably.
So you leave?
Yep.
All right. Going anywhere in particular?
Is there anywhere for me to go?
I don't know.
That's relevant.
I have no idea. I was just asking.
I don't know. This was, this was kind of what I expected it to be anyway. So, cool. Awesome. I'll go back to the apartment and, does anyone need to don or doff a, armor? Like, frequently or something?
Get Gron some plate armor, and then he can be like, I'm not wielding any weapons or anything. I'm not wearing armor in this.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
armor.
he could go to the Grand Galloping Gala, like, completely armored, but like, not okay. I was thinking like you could be like, no, I'm dressed up, let me in, and then they're like, okay, and then like, but then something bad happens and you use the ring and you're like, I'm fully armored and weaponed, you fools.
Mm-hmm.
Idiots.
I think you're the only one who needs your armor and weapons to be effective.
Well,
It doesn't have to be armor. You could put like a single hat in there. But
I was
like,
also going to suggest that Jain could have 2 outfits for the day.
So there is that. The one thing that I can think of making a big difference is if I get plate armor and we try to stealth, I would get disadvantage on stealth if I was wearing plate.
That's bad.
And plate takes like an hour
you
to
don't,
don.
you don't have plate.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. If anyone needed to don or doff armor at all, like, you could have the ring and you wouldn't have to worry about
But I don't have
at all.
plate, and I don't know when the fuck I'll have plate. That's forever.
I feel like if you told somebody in real life who had to regularly take 10 minutes to have their fucking squire put on their entire full-body plate suit every day, that they could do it for free.
It takes 6 seconds. They would just Power Ranger assemble on me.
They would suck your dick on the spot for that ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead, I just got a breastplate.
Okay.
And like some new pads and shit. Yeah, no. Plate armor is a ways away.
You doing anything with the armor that's in it?
Jerk would love it. Well, if it's studded leather.
I would keep it
Okay. Just hanging on to it.
because it means something to me. At least for now. Is it like just studded leather?
You could try to identify it.
Yeah,
A magic person.
Can wizards wear armor and cast? Or was there something about
Neither wizards nor sorcerers.
Yeah,
They
you have to be
can't wear
proficient
armor
in the armor.
I cannot wear this armor.
Yeah, if you're not proficient, you can't cast. You're wearing it.
Okay. You get the sleeve like flings in your face. You're like, oh geez.
Your armor gets
Oh,
offended.
ouch. I can't cast spells like this.
Mhm.
I'm chafing. The crystals are shining in my eye.
Hi, Chafing, nice to meet you.
Too distracting.
Did you want to look at it?
I'm stuffed.
Can somebody identify this for me?
I cast Identify for 10 minutes.
All right. 10 minutes
I'm
later.
looking at those emeralds.
You identify it as this. Which I'm just gonna post it.
Jain, I'm about to say a large block of text.
Okay,
Is
can
it
you read
just
it to me? Because I
vomits?
can't see the chat.
It's too far
He
away.
vomits
Give
he
me a
vomits
moment.
scroll.
It's a
Oh,
Chris
that's
Steel banded studded leather armor. Light armor AC 14 plus dex max of 2. Reduces psychic damage by 3 like heavy armor master would have done. Advantage against charm effects. I don't know how I know this.
Because that's how identify
Because you
works.
cast the spell.
You fucking goon.
What's magic?
How
He's
did I
still
learn
reeling.
this? Help.
Who are you
still
people?
reeling from his conversation with his dad.
Peppy just forgets that magic exists sometimes. Okay, give him some slack.
Since it
What am I
has
going to
stats,
school?
now
It
I
keeps
feel
him at
bad
more like
keeping
wonder.
it. Okay.
I think that's the same as studded leather, just
You can
it has the charm.
Technically,
psychic
it's got the same AC as a breastplate, but it's a little better because it's got like the bands of crystal.
What is studded leather?
Studded leather is 12 plus dex.
Yeah, it's 12.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
but-
you can't wear that?
No, she can't.
Hello?
You could get light
Yeah.
armor training, but
Yeah, I mean, now since it has stats, I thought it was just like a
Oh,
clue.
is this just?
you
is
could
this
keep
considered-
it. I mean, nobody
Covered in crumbs.
nobody has to wear it.
Is this considered light armor? So
It is
that
light
certain
armor.
People can wear it
It's light armor.
because the dex is capped out. Is what I say.
It counts as light armor despite the
So fluffy.
Just trying to balance it, I assume.
it counts as light armor because it's weirdly light.
Okay.
It's like it's very light and free and sort of mobile despite ostensibly being like leather plated and studded and like with these bands of metal. It barely feels like wearing armor. It's very
Feels
flexible.
like nothing at
Like
all.
I'm wearing nothing at all.
It's like you're wearing nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing.
Oh my god.
Can't believe
So
Chris
fluffy.
invented such a cool set of armor. Now we don't talk about psychic. Well, I guess the reagents do psychic damage.
I think it's a charm or something.
It means
Yeah,
you're hard
that's
to
right.
insult effectively.
No, why don't they just invent a giant little brain cage? Wear that all the time. There you go.
What is this, Bloodborne?
No one has invented helmets yet.
No,
Yeah.
They can't do that. Everyone
Peppy's
gets
gonna be the
scared.
first person with a helmet, and someone's gonna try and stab him in the head, and it won't work, and they'll be like, "Oh my god,
What? Oh my god. What's sorcery?
How the fuck did he do that?
Up until
what
this
magic
point,
is this?
everyone
What's
who's tried to-
magic?" And then I hit him with an axe.
Everyone who's tried to wear a helmet has gotten too scared.
The
because
wizard
it's
who
horrible.
forgot magic exists.
But if wizards just stopped focusing on magic all day, they'd realize that they actually could kill a dragon with their bare hands.
I feel like that's what Wild Magic Barbarian is a wizard that just went fucking off the deep end.
He's gonna end up alchemizing gunpowder and make pipe bombs, and that's gonna be his main weapon.
Yeah.
I want to do that now.
Do it.
I mean, that's Artificer. I cast Fireball, and you throw a pipe
No,
bomb.
no, no, not fireball, not magic. Chemical reaction pipe bombs.
Yeah.
Like they are pieces of metal with explosive in it. You light the fuse and you throw it, and it explodes.
Jane,
then
you
you
could
say-
you
What do you
could
think
spend
I'm
a
gonna be
feat
doing
on
during the
lightly
Gala,
armored and you
bird?
could wear it.
Who?
You could spend a feat on lightly armored and you could wear it.
Who would?
Jane.
Oh.
And just go to armor class.
Yeah, you can become a light armor expert.
I think I just missed the feet train.
Damn.
well, it's
Right?
perfect, right?
Run
You
at
could
level
wear
8.
it, Right?
What time is it? What level are we?
Or
I don't know if you'd want to
Six.
burn a whole feat just to wear the crystal banded studded leather armor, but
Yeah, what
Nobody
level is
wants to
the
burn
training?
their feet.
Hold
That
on.
would hurt.
It would be
Come
ouchy.
on, Nick, you fucking idiot.
Couldn't you learn a proficiency in light armor by going to school?
I think you can train it like I'd allow you to train it in downtime if you really wanted to, but if you are interested in that sort of shit.
I think it has like an estimate on how long it takes.
It's like training a tool or a language like Grand is doing. Just
Yeah.
takes time and skill or effort.
And
Being a tool. I train in the monkey wrench.
Yeah.
you put on Chris's steel armor, and then you just try to cast spell over and over.
Did you say Chris?
Yeah, Chris,
Yeah.
you invented the crystal?
Yeah, it's
Minecraft.
damn, that's a joke. I'm stealing.
Okay.
This group fucking
a-
sucks.
It's a special edition written joke.
We love you, Nick.
I hate you, Nick.
And I know it's pretty.
I hate you, Nick.
Ah, there we go. That's more like it.
Fuck you, Nick.
Ooh, I
Back
get
rod.
it. Crystal.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bitch.
Fuck you.
I didn't invent that word. So if it sounds dumb to you, take it up with Keith.
Hey Keith, I think that your name for
Oh,
Christy
hold
was
on, I
fine.
didn't
I
even-
just thought that I made a joke out of it, but not like to make fun of it. I just, it just came to me. I'm kind of like a visionary.
Oh, that's the name of the.
Kind of a visionary.
I like the Joker, but with jokes.
You gather-
Joker, but with jokes.
You gather that the glaive that got left behind with the weird, like, sort of crystally mirror sheen metal was probably a crysteel blade as well. Because this looks like the same kind of material.
Wait,
Oh, it's been Chris stolen this one.
God,
So.
yeah.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I don't know. It's an outfit,
Hell yeah.
and the rock. It really does help me do math.
Pretty much.
Okay, Peppy,
Yep.
throw me some numbers.
2, 4, 98, 16, 9, 2. Did I say 1?
I was just thinking of that.
Oh shit, I understand it.
Yeah, you're holding the rock and he throws you a bunch of
comprehend.
He throws you a bunch of numbers as you're holding that rock, and you think, that's a number, that's a number, that's a number, that's a number, that's a number.
Normally, when this
Instantly.
happens, I'm just like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
What are those? What are those? What is
think-
this words he's making?
But now you're like a calculating machine. You're like, number,
That's a
number,
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 that's a
number,
letter.
number.
He throws the numbers at and you
And
think.
you're like, ha! He said Q in there. That's not a number. You tried to trip me up, Peppy, you son of a
some-
bitch.
Can someone post the I'm dumber faster comic?
Do it. He throws the numbers at you and you think, yeah, that fits.
And you catch them all
I
with your brain.
do.
Yes.
Okay, so how is this actually supposed to help me, though? Does it?
I throw something at Jane.
You're not sure. You're not
He
sure if
throws
it.
something at me.
You're not sure if it would have a more prominent effect if your spark was less of a spark. But you are
throw
feeling
something
what
at
you're
Jane.
feeling with it.
Peppy,
I throw a plastic cup at Jane. They're all
Ah!
wrong. I see if she can
Dong.
like catch it out of midair.
Here's Jane seizing the rock.
I have it.
What happens when I throw a cup at Jane?
Oh.
She
You want
will,
to try to
like,
catch it,
matrix
Jane?
Just like shing.
She freaks
Well, I don't
out.
know. Do I
I say
notice
think
it?
fast. I say think fast, and I throw a small plastic cup at Jane. So
It's a
Make it-
Dixie cup.
Make a dexterity check with advantage.
Okay, it's with advantage. $13.
Jane's not even looking, just
Well, I think that's your answer there.
It felt like that was super easy. Like, you feel like you could have rolled a fair bit lower and still gotten that.
Hmm.
So Jane has she's fast. She's the Flash. She's Rainbow Fast Dash.
Yeah, so, yes, Rainbow Fast Dash and all that, but
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
For example, I cast Mage Armor and I Surge.
Oh fuck.
Does that help me there?
Sorry,
Grow
what?
taller.
I cast Mage Armor and I Surge. Does that help me there?
It doesn't.
Do I see something bad coming?
Well, first of all, roll.
Okay.
I feel like I sense it. I'm about to turn into a potted plant. I must act.
Or rather, you just feel the train coming, but you're tied to the track still, so.
The best part
You
is
see the train, you see what model of train it is, you're like, oh, it's that one today.
You know before time you're about to...
Your eyes peer over, you're like, Amtrak.
It's the Excel Express!
Hold on a second, if she's a track, why is the train gonna hurt her?
Ah. Entered.
Do you think?
Oh.
That was weird. Would you lose connection for a sec?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like an internet thing.
funny.
Yeah.
It's weird because like nothing else, my phone is fine.
Yeah, it's really strange.
No, I don't know.
I rolled 98.
That's very high.
Wait, I think that's a bad number.
Nah, it's
I
fine.
don't
We've
know.
rolled this number before.
Jane, all of a sudden, you just hear...
Can I hear country fiddle guitar?
Country.
That scared me.
It says faint ethereal music starts playing around you for the
This is
next
pretty
minute.
ethereal.
This is faint and
Very
ethereal.
faint.
Oh god! I
Effervescent.
was right? Oh no.
This is just playing around Jane now.
I leave
And you know what? Right before it happened, you thought, "Yep, I'm surgeon."
You thought country banjo fiddle guitar.
You thought it's time.
Understand.
I'm so glad that Arbenz still has a legacy.
It's the most offensive song I've ever heard. I could never let it go.
I've left a mark on your psyche forever.
Yeah,
Hey, can you turn
Well
down a little bit more?
performed.
I still
It's-
can't hear anyone.
it's done.
Okay.
It's only a minute.
Maybe it's a minute. Most of these are a minute.
Yeah.
Vothnak slowly and sadly stops vibing to the music.
God, Thag is in the corner. He's fucking crumping.
Vothnak, crump with you.
Fucking kick a hole in the floor.
Okay. Guys, they said I was psychic once.
What?
They said I
Jane.
was psychic once.
You not sidekick. You big hero.
Your main
That's not what I said.
Big
Oh.
Hero 6.
your big kick.
So can read brain.
No. Once they said that I
Wow.
was psychic,
Only one time, okay.
and that time is over.
Hmm. Maybe secret power still inside.
I think it might be something that I would. I'm not sure what impression I got of that actually. I can't remember, but if that was something that I learned, but I don't know. They said that like 90% weren't psychic people. I think that's what it. They said 9 out of 10 something.
She said one in 10 people in Riedra manifest just sort of latent psychic abilities.
Yeah. See. Okay. Good. I said it right. So 90% weren't that in Riedra, but it's 10%. It's still a lot. And so yeah.
So are you still psychic?
No.
Like, can you
Uh,
train it back? Is it like a skill?
No. I don't. That wasn't the impression that I got. I think I would have to know myself, and I don't. Because that part of me is currently dead. Because I can't access that part of me, you know? I have to be told that those things exist. I haven't felt any of it myself. So, I mean, as far as I know, I could have been lied to this whole time. Because I actually have no proof. I can't remember a thing. Anyway, why did I say that all of a sudden? Oh, answering your question. Yep, I answered it. Milu's probably currently psychic, though.
She's floating.
Yeah. Well, I did cast fly on her. But pay no attention to that.
But you can just feel that she would have been able to do that anyway without you casting fly.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was-
she does it very naturally.
It was a
it's the thing.
formality.
Like most cats
She
would
just didn't
not
want to
take
put in
to
the
it
effort
well.
for it,
Yeah.
so I wanted to help her out.
Yeah. You know, so, Anyway, this is all very confusing, and all the clues that I got yesterday were very convoluted. And I kind of just dumped them all at Miller because I don't know what anything is. How's your dad, Peppy?
Oh, he's doing great. I found out a bit about my mom, and I look for Schmupton to make sure that she's not running out of the fucking room.
Like
Is Schmupton
leaving the
here?
building?
What?
Is Schmupton in the apartment? Because
No.
I just said I found out about my mom.
No, she's not there.
All right.
She'll never know.
Well, I'll tell her later. But yeah. So it turns out my mom was an elf, unsurprisingly.
What?
Crazy.
I know, shocking. And an elf adventurer,
Say what?
I guess, mercenary, possibly. I'm not 100% sure. And
Adventurer.
yeah, she just sort of left. No, tragedy, no war,
that
nothing.
you know
just-
of?
No, she just left. Yeah.
So you don't know what happened.
No, I mean, I don't know what happened after, but she had me, disappeared for a couple days, came back really happy, and then basically dumped my dad and me.
Oh, that's a big information gap right there.
Yeah, well, it was 20-something years ago, so don't know if there's anything else I can figure it out, but I'm gonna try my best.
Peppy, I feel like she'd have a reason. Otherwise, she wouldn't go through 9 months of pain and cravings and not being able to tolerate smells of any kind,
Yeah, you'd think that,
and
right?
then just leave. I feel like there's a reason.
I don't know. The way my dad described it, it seemed like she just didn't want to be with him anymore. And didn't want me.
I don't know. about that, Peppy. That seems very. Pregnancy is a big sacrifice, and if you feel, don't just normally write it out. At least in here on this techno magic planet that we live in, with the techno magic technology that we have in the current year.
You could zoot a baby out of you and EBERRON if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Did you just say zoot a baby?
I did.
Yeah, you know.
The fuck?
I'm just saying.
You could just zoot a baby if you want. They call it baby zooters.
Jarasco runs a Planned Parenthood.
Jarasco's baby zooting.
Mm-hmm. That's what they call this new generation, the babies.
The zooters.
Oh, the zooters.
The zooters.
The ones we should have zooted.
I misheard you. I thought you said suits, and I was like, why are you guys talking about putting suits on babies? What does that do?
If you need a boss baby.
That's the thing. You put a zoot suit on the baby as it shoots out.
That way it's not naked and it actually has a...
You don't have to have it anymore.
You put it in a zoot suit, and it goes swaggering off into the distance and, like, runs a speakeasy.
We're so fucking dumb.
This is a feature our liberals want.
Babies running speakeasies across America in oversized zoot suits. God damn that Biden.
This is Biden's America.
Biden's America.
Picture of a baby wearing a suit. Can someone please make that? Just a picture of a baby wearing a zoot suit with
Where are you gonna
text
find
font
that?
at the top that says "This is Biden's America." Hold on. I'm so glad our listeners love this shit. We have a Patreon now. You can just Venmo me money.
We absolutely do not and never will.
Somebody start us up a Patreon so we can pay ourselves to do this. We're gonna start laundering money.
Miku.
Miku.
Yeah, so Peppy, what... how... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm... Well, actually, no. I'm sort of pissed off. But there's not really anything I can do about it right now, so...
Right now?
Well, I'm gonna find her, of course. Not just gonna, you know, let her leave me and my dad.
Peppy. I don't mean to insert... And, I don't know. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but... And you should find her. But maybe give her the benefit of the doubt that there's more to this story and that you're going to find out what it is.
Oh no, Jane. Not everything's a story. Sometimes things just happen.
I disagree. Things always happen for a reason.
If there was a reason, why didn't she tell my dad? Huh? Why'd she just walk off
There
saying,
could
I
be
don't want to be with you
100
anymore?
reasons.
Jane, I really appreciate it, but not now. He sort of fingers the ring in between his fingers, sort of rolling it like a coin on his necklace.
He's not wearing it on his finger?
No, I made a little necklace out of it. I put a little twine through it. I'm
Oh,
wearing it around
okay.
my neck.
Do you have other stuff on your fingers or you just don't want to?
No, I just don't want to wear a wedding ring.
Okay. Is it it's a woman's ring, I guess.
Yeah.
Your dad
think.
wore
That
it.
would
Yeah, it was the one he proposed to my mom with.
He's
He's been wearing like a lady's.
dad if he wore it.
What? Listen, it's fucking. Listen, it's $9.98. Okay, you can wear a ring if he wants.
It was just like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty simple. It had a very, very small, like, opal in
Yeah,
it.
it's not like a big
It was a
old diamond.
microscopic opal.
I mean, it wasn't
not
the
a
size
ring
of a
pop.
speck. Why are you taking my words and twisting them in this manner, ma'am?
It was the size of a basketball and it weighed 50 pounds.
Yeah, he was
Here's a wheel.
he was carrying around a fucking 88 carat diamond ring, and he wore it on his thumb.
Why?
She had big
Oh,
meaty fingers.
Yeah, she had big fat fingers.
I mean, she was big.
I mean, she was
What a
10
big
feet
bitch.
tall, so
yes, that's the thing.
She was 90 feet tall.
Yeah.
As big as a wheel.
Schmucked in here now?
No.
Okay. Then shut up.
I can make my little fucking comments.
No, you can't. You
What?
can't
Little
make
fucking
comments.
funny ass comments, you piece of shit.
My funny comments.
I'm gonna make funny comments. You can't fucking stop me.
So,
guys, I was kind of caught stealing the stuff off the boat.
Don't go back.
Yeah, that's a good advice.
Okay. I mean, this man is a soldier, but I don't know. Maybe that's nothing. Whatever.
What was he a soldier of?
Dar.
What's that?
The outfit in the ring is a soldier of Adar is a nation neighboring Riedra that's at war with Riedra. And yeah, that's short and long of it. And the outfit was a soldier uniform. And the gem is a soldier gem. And there was also a glaive or something that was in there too. And hi, Paul. And
Mila floated by.
and yeah, no, she actually came out. And that was probably a soldier glaive.
yeah.
So
It was a glaive of peace.
Yeah, no, it was an opposites glaive.
An opposite glaive.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably good that I went to the Raedran embassy instead of talking to the Kalishtar here because they're local anyway. They don't know. Probably don't know anyway.
How's Vothnak and Dirk's cooking going?
I don't know. Should I roll for it?
Yeah, sure. Do your general cooking roll with advantage because Dirk is helping.
Yes.
Yay, Dirk!
I hope I don't
Yes,
fuck
the
it.
cook.
When did Vothnak get promoted to general cooking?
Is that like a
Generalissimo
reference?
Vothnak.
Oh no.
All right.
Commandant.
No, don't make Vothnak a Nazi.
No, condiments.
Obenstrucker.
Stop. Open pure.
Wow, look at that numbers. It's okay. I'm sure there'll be more rolls because like it's a huge amount of cooking.
Baba Gaba Gab Vothnak.
Oh, Bobo.
Vothnak.
Voices leave Vothnak head.
13.
Vothnak, say that once.
Yeah, well, fucking Lusvik said "Ein mein grind" once, and that has never died. So
Well, it's funnier because he forgot he said it.
That does make it funnier.
Funny.
But this one is funny because you had no idea what you were doing when you did it. It was like a vocal tick.
I mean, it's actually very similar to Einmine.
In many ways.
I really couldn't live in this world. I couldn't do that stuff at random.
It was just the timing of it that was really fun. Like, you could tell me if you wanted, Jane. It's just really funny.
It's like you was chewing a piece of gum. He blew a bubble and flew away.
I wish I got paid in bubble.
Why are you looking so beautiful?
Fucking Dirk is trying to open up and Vothnak walks by and he gives him an atomic wedgie.
Fucking nerd.
So,
Vothnak keeps thinking about that time he almost killed Dirk. He can't focus on the cook.
anybody else doing anything?
I'm waiting for Vothnak to finish cooking because I haven't eaten today. But
Oh,
I'm
right,
fucking
yeah, I
hungry.
forgot the results of the roll. Vothnak, it's not the greatest thing you've ever cooked. It's not the worst. You're actually not sure how much Dirk helped or harmed the performance. It's perfectly serviceable. You would even say it's slightly above average serviceable. It's not amazing.
What time is the gala?
It is
Tomorrow.
at 8 p.m.
It's at tomorrow.
This okay,
Jackie.
but tomorrow we'll work extra hard to make fresh, perfect batch.
So you're gonna bring that into the gala?
Is somebody shooting like some sort of strange sonic laser beam into your fucking...
Vothnak dropped a pan on the ground.
They're shooting the poles into my window.
I just want to see a fucking pole go through his door.
So
We're just gonna see a fucking saw blade just like over his head.
Yeah, he'll die. It's fine.
yes, Peppy. At the gala, Vothnak sell them. Vothnak-tastic treats.
Vothnak,
I was about to say.
Are you bringing Zoe?
Mm-hmm.
This is +1.
Are you bringing Zoe to the gala?
So we're gonna sell the food and
Yeah.
bring Zoe?
Did I invited her, right?
I'm pretty sure I did.
We could just say you did if you don't like.
I'm pretty sure I did, but yeah.
I don't remember.
You
if it
invited her to the dinner.
I remember the dinner invitation. I don't remember the gala.
Quick, send her a
Anyway.
civis.
Wow,
message.
Vothnak,
She
I'd
said
love to
yes.
go. Woo! Anyway,
Ooh, she say yes, and then Vothnak impressed Zoe with food and schmoozing.
yum 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 yum.
Yes, Zoe there, and Vothnak there, and food there.
Okay.
Food.
So, Peppy, it seems like you didn't ask me to leave so that you could ask your dad to the gala. Am I correct?
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no, you started talking about your mom and stuff, and I
Yeah,
was like,
I sort of got sidetracked.
oh, I thought you were asking your dad to the gala.
Yeah, no, I was just unveiling personal dramas.
So you didn't ask your dad to the gala.
No, I sort of forgot that part.
I mean,
There's
that's
been a
fine.
lot going on. I don't know if you. There's been like a lot.
I think your dad might hate the gala.
Yeah, and also that too. I don't think I should ask him to the gala.
But regardless, I thought that's what you might have been doing. Okay.
I give Peppy the chicken cup.
What?
tart, the dromish tart.
The
The
dromish
chicken filled
tart.
with hot rocks.
I've actually upgraded the recipe a bit. I tried a few.
Tried
Stones.
a few times. It now
Pebbles.
have waffle pieces, waffle cone pieces, instead of rock. And
So
also,
it's a chicken with
You're,
waffle cone
you're
in it.
compromising on authentic Dromish traditions.
trying.
Listen, you
You're
have to
gentrifying
fusion-
Drome.
You
It's a
have to fusion
fusion.
it in order to make it palatable to
Unbelievable.
foreigners.
There's no good drone.
There's no such thing as authentic.
There's no good
Dromish
authentic drone
cuisine.
food. You have to go to Shamakar for that, and it's dangerous down there.
Hey, this can be a mix of options. Like it's gonna be a spectrum.
Yeah. You get the full drome experience. You get the tourists experience where you put it with waffle cones instead of fucking rocks.
It's got sweets. We got nuts. We got.
It appeals to your cultural palate.
Yeah, you've got troll
Can
menu
they-
and Borba menu.
Fudge swirl.
That's when you take a spider and you...
It's milk with the spider.
It's milk with spiders.
Milk with spiders.
They're alive.
That's what it says on the menu. Fudge swirl, milk with spiders.
It worked really good.
It's just you just fill a glass with living spiders and pour milk on top.
Well, and they drown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
milk with spiders.
And then you emulsify.
And which also means though that they are like very much intact.
It tastes
you know,
better.
like,
It tastes
they
better.
they
if,
haven't been
the
smashed or
protein.
anything.
it tastes way
protein.
better if they drown in the milk.
Well, I mean, like, so, like, in like Cambodia and stuff, when they give you like roast crickets and stuff, that's how they kill the crickets, is that they drown them. They drown them
Well,
so that that they're still crickets. They don't have to
mostly-
smash them. Or
Yeah,
something.
most of the other ways to kill a bug are pretty destructive. So
Yeah.
For more Borba-oriented version, just take spider out of milk first. Still have spider flavor, and spider hair in milk make throat tickle good, but not spider.
And I
The
see
head
here-
off the goose before you serve it.
yeah,
I see that you also listed Dromish caviar. I'm guessing that's spider eggs.
that's human eyes.
Is lot of thing that is like
Those are
egg.
human eggs. Enjoy.
It's just
Whatever eggs Vothnak could
They're
get.
microscopic.
But it's still a pile. It's just that many.
You know how chicken egg is basically chicken, period? Well,
What?
maybe I won't serve Dromish caviar at.
That's how they get. I thought that they would just cut a human open and extract the eggs.
just extract. It's just you. It's not
like,
even just
It's
the.
like how you can donate your eggs.
It's not even just
but,
the
like-
eggs. It's like you get there, like you download. It's just a plate with a fried uterus.
Well, I think that Dromish caviar would sometimes consist of eggs from any number of species, but also I think
Yeah,
more
whatever they
often
can
these sort of
find.
non-specific meat substance ensconced in a jelly sphere. That's what I think. Sort of looks like a salmon egg, but
Dromish caviar. There it is. Delicious.
yeah,
Oh, that's really heavy.
a microscopic straw. Suck her up.
Holy shit. Okay, so when we mentioned Obenführer a few minutes ago, I started googling that because I was like, was that what it was called? And it got me onto this Wikipedia page of Nazi military ranks. And there's the chief of staff of the paramilitary stormtroopers was called the Stabs Chef. Like Stabs Chef.
Stab chef.
Like
You're a stab chef.
I'm
Do
stabbed.
bludgeoning damage, but yeah, pretty good.
I mean, what a great title.
I'm
There
looking
you-
up human eggs. You're looking ranks and insignia of the Nazi Party. It's a great night. We're getting a lot done.
Yeah. So, that's what Vothnak got prepared. Anybody else doing anything?
I want answers, damn it.
Answers, damn it.
Miku.
All right.
Isn't that to say Milu?
Is anybody else doing anything on the 3rd of
Hatsune Milu!
Fucking. She's got a fucking button to make me make a stupid meow noise. I have to do it.
Oh, button for stupid meow noise. That's you at 5 a.m.
Hey, cat.
Have to close our bedroom door because Ursh will have a fit.
So is that are we closing out the day then?
Perhaps.
I go learn more alphabets.
You just did that.
Yeah,
More.
but it's been a long day.
He learns Yiddish.
She's got other shit to
French.
do. She can't teach you Giant all day, you greedy fuck. Alright, so everybody goes to sleep on the 3rd of Oleron.
You say I
Terror
could train in something to do something?
Oh, you could train. I said you could train in light armor if you wanted to wear that stuff. It would take some time, but you could.
And then you couldn't. Well, I mean, I guess you could still cast Mage Armor, but it wouldn't make as much sense.
I'll do it, and if I decide I never want to wear it, then I don't have to. But I
Suppose.
trained it, so whatever.
You can put it on your resume still.
There's nothing really to lose, I guess.
Okay. I guess you could take a course at the military academy, just where they.
I take a course in wearing heavy clothes.
Well, it's just like proper movement and how to like properly, act while
be a wizard
like
in
burdened
light
under
armor.
this gear. It's like it's strength and agility training basically for moving in armor, which they.
This could be costume related. This is fine.
Yeah, you could be wearing a big heavy costume and you gotta move around in like a big dragon's head or something.
Yeah.
So
This could be educational, so whatever.
we'll say if you want to buy like pay for the course, I guess we'll say it's probably not much. We'll say it's like 5 gold to like pay for a course that'll run a couple of weeks or something.
Let me try to find that tab. That has my stuff. Is it 5?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because, I mean,
that's
this has to be
Jain.
affordable for people who want to train armor and not everybody's swimming in gold.
Yeah. Jackie's looking at you.
Don't fucking eyeball me, cat.
Looking at you.
Don't you... I almost said mad dog, but you're a cat. Don't you mad cat me. Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
Oh, Mad Cats is a brand of gaming peripherals.
Oh yeah, it's always the second controller you get at your friend's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's I can also say Mad Dog, I think, in that context.
Holy fucking shit. Look at how terrible this gaming mouse looks from Mad Cats.
Do you mean how
They're supposed to be
practical?
cheap.
Look at this.
Oh,
Look at this
I
thing.
knew somebody with
Oh,
a mouse
yeah,
like
maybe.
that.
Mass Effect 2, I think. Mass Effect Reaper Technology. This one is better. This one is from the 90s. Okay, and everything was better from the 90s.
Oh fuck! Here's the real one though. Here's the fucking iconic Mad Cats. The spiky hand.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
You have all played with one of these, even if you don't think you have.
That was my
I don't think I
primary
have.
Xbox controller until I broke it on Sekiro.
May God have mercy on your soul.
So, what the hell was I saying before we... Right, you pay for that. And they, most of the people there are like military, like privates in the military or like cadets in the watch. There's a couple of like people like yourself who are just there doing it for their own personal reasons, and you guys sort of stand out. And you spend the day strapped into a bunch of leather armor, jumping over obstacle courses, and like climbing ladders and ropes and shit, and it's tiring, but you figure with enough training of this, you'll definitely be able to move a lot more freely in this sort of gear.
Yes, I'm crawling through mud in the rain.
Yeah. And there's a guy, he's shouting, "Climb faster, Jain! Come on, get moving,
Like I'm the last one on the course. I'm the last one on the course, and it's pouring rain.
God damn, Jain! Move faster! Why don't you shapeshift into somebody who can fucking climb?"
Oh no.
He knows your secret.
Oh man, what a heartwarming story.
It
doesn't get to the heartwarming part yet.
It's like a drill instructor. Alright, so that happens. Anything else tonight, or shall I close the day?
I think you're dying. I think we're good.
I'm gonna do...
We'll close the day, not close the session.
Oh.
Close the door on the day.
So...
Yeah, the cat's screaming. Close the door.
Everybody goes to sleep.
At this point.
First of all...
I dream of Jeannie.
I dream of Weenie.
You dream of Robin Williams as Genie.
I dream of Weenie Hut Jr. I go there, I hit the...
And you slip on an ice cube.
I dream of a ghostly pair of pants called Genie.
The thing about that episode is that because there's
That's Jeansy.
Because there's a special Weenie Hut Jr. Ambulance, that means that there's like uber privatized healthcare in Bikini Bottom.
Dirk, you here? Matt?
Yep. Sorry, couldn't find the push to talk button.
I'm just gonna send you something real quick.
I was a rose, one above.
Jackie. What are you scoping out, Jackie? What you scooping out? Who? I need to feed the cats. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You get that? Talking to Matt.
Oh.
Matt?
Yeah,
Pat?
I'm reading.
Okay. So there's that. Also... Oh shit, I was gonna do something else, but I'd prefer if Jain was here, because we're already one down, because Nick doesn't listen to anything.
What do you mean? He's right here. Just ignore the deafens.
I'll pause it for a second. I didn't restart the recording.
What?
For that dream sequence.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, I forgot.
Oh.
Cool.
You can re-perform it.
I'm not gonna
Re-perform it when your voice is better next week.
Oh, okay. Well,
Re-record it
I
next
didn't
week.
take notes, so all that is gone. Oh well. I don't think, guys, it wasn't important.
No, yeah, that wasn't
Who
important.
cares? Like seriously. all
Here,
the shit
I'll
that he
run
says
through a
is like,
quick.
what the fuck?
I'll run through a quick
sorry,
rundown of
yeah,
what happened.
I
I
didn't
don't
think
have my
either,
notebook
yeah.
in front of me.
I'm gonna
He's
do
gonna
it
record He's gonna record
anyways.
it. He's gonna record it.
It's yes,
record
recorded. You had a dream. The party had a dream where they saw through Marlon's eyes in his cell again. Marlon was scratching a map of Corvair onto the stone with his, with the edge of his shackles. He knew that the party was looking through him and spoke to them again. He said he didn't know whether they were pawns of the enemy or whatever, or whether they were potential allies, but he said he was going to go out on a limb. He said he was making something for them, that he hadn't slept in days to keep them out. And then all of a sudden somebody came through. And it was a man in a long dark coat, sort of like a suit, with heavy leather gloves. Handsome fellow, with a blackened book pen on his chest. Sat down, and the air got really cold. Marlon's breath was visible. Marlon tried to do some psychic stuff on him, and he basically didn't react. And then he said, "You're going to tell me everything, start from the beginning." And when they woke up, Grond was like, "That guy looked kind of familiar, but I don't know who he was." But the Blackened Book is a branch of the Sharn Watch, which investigates magical crime. They are super, super formidable. And they are, like, they're scary. You don't want to fuck with them. Okay.
Like the FBI.
That's my, I ran through it really quick.
Because Nick fucked up. He's an idiot.
Because I forgot to unpause the recording. And now, that dream sequence is where I shall leave you. Because I gotta stop. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been EBERRON. Good night.
Where's the Strahd?
Let's try.